was. Hey, where last we left off, the party had just come to an agreement with the Mirror to get their aid in attempting to free Destaria, B's mentor and leader of the Arcane Consortium, from Errion's mansion. Settling in at the Tall Cauldron, the party waited for their next contact to arrive with information on where Destaria was being held. Our heroes took the moment to rest and consider future plans before finally they were called to the top of the cauldron, where they met the halfling Castigan again, who had originally presented as a client of the Mirrors, but now seemed to be working for them. Castigan advised the party that their task would be no easy one, as Destaria was being held in Errion's mansion, a place where even the Mirror wouldn't attempt a break-in. Still, they'd gathered what information they could. The party was advised that while Errion was away, which seemed to be the case at the moment, his mansion was mostly empty except for the occasional visit by one of the staff to clean. Entry into the establishment wouldn't be as easy as picking the locks, however, as it was rumoured that all entrances were protected by magic as well. Still, the Mirror had convinced a disgruntled employee to leave a window ajar in 2 nights' time, which would provide access for our heroes. The grounds, usually unguarded, were also said to have some strange forms roaming them at night, and the Mirror had been unable to get a good look at this due to the dangers of encroaching on the lands of the mansion. Castigan also mentioned that the Mirror had an informal agreement with Errion to stay out of each other's way, and the Mirror, despite the money provided, was hesitant to do anything that would jeopardize this. Still, the halfling was able to provide a list of names of individuals who worked in the mansion who could potentially provide insights to our heroes if they could somehow be convinced to talk. So, left to consider the next steps, and having provided a truly exhaustive list of items for the Mirror to help them in their endeavours, our heroes prepare for what will be one of the most dangerous break and entering attempts in the history of the city of Mardovia. And with that, we will kick off on the following morning of this conversation that you had with Castigan. Now, the goods won't have been provided to you yet, as it will take them time to get it all together. The goods will be provided to you by the end of this day. So, timeline-wise, you've got today, tonight, and the following day to do whatever it is that you want to do to try and track people down, have conversations with people, make any plans, before you will arrive at the night in which you have been provided an opportunity to get into the mansion. So, what are you guys going to do?
Forgive me because I wasn't here last for the second half of the last session. Was
Mhm.
there any casing of the place that happened last session?
There was not. I believe the general information provided was that the grounds themselves were comparatively plain and bare. There is a stable in which the direwolves are kept when they're there, in which they're currently not. The grounds themselves weren't terribly big, and there was a large 10-foot stone fence, stone wall around the building, except for the back, because basically the back of the mansion was onto the edge of a cliff which overlooked the ocean.
Is the property remote or is it within city?
It's within city limits, so it's in the one of the more wealthier parts of town. So there are other buildings nearby, all around it. There is not a huge guard presence, but you do have the occasional wandering patrol. I do believe, however, though, with some of the conversations, Castigan had said that if required, they could provide assistance both with maybe distracting guards if they were going to come too close. They were also going to provide you with a means to get away as well at the conclusion of this, in the form of a cart or something similar outside the mansion grounds. But again, it was reinforced that they will not go onto the grounds with you because of this agreement that they've got with Errion.
or put any of their members at risk, really, I think was the vibe that we got. So
Right.
no direct resources will be assisting us at all. Just,
Bunch of chickens.
And I believe we were trying to decide which of the NPCs we were going to target.
I believe we had decided, but I don't know where my notes are with all the names, which is really irritating. But I think
There was some
the maid from memory.
Jolana.
Yep.
Jolana? Or...
Who
Jolana
is like a hopeless romantic.
Jolana. Yeah.
Gavril.
Yep.
Apparently a wolf hand, and he dislikes Errion.
He was the insider that was all the information.
Insider. Yeah.
So he was going to show us in anyway.
Okay.
He's the one sneaking us in, and he looks up for
Marius.
Marius was
I think he was in the Enforcer.
He was the Goliath enforcer who likes his drink. I think one of us was going to try to get into a drinking match with him.
And my favorite, Estabor.
Oh, he was the nature priest, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's like, obviously, it was an Estefez, but now he's an Estabor.
Was he the guy who
he's the priest.
hangs out at the cemetery?
Yeah, lives in the old bones.
Yeah.
Was there any discussion on how you guys were planning on targeting Jolana?
We're just gonna wander into her favorite little beverage drinking spot and have a cool conversation.
Like today, or
Yeah.
okay, cool.
There was one person that you missed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was what was his name?
I just have Elf. I didn't catch their name.
Dumb to try and talk to them is why we missed it.
Oh no, the one in the gilded cage.
Oh no, Nox Van Strum, the butler.
Drawn.
Yeah.
Strawn.
Yeah.
So the butler, I think, was described to us as being incredibly loyal, and I think it didn't make sense to risk running into them necessarily. Although there was a plan thrown out about Tiernan, about you approaching Nox, as though you were looking to fill a position in your own family. Yeah.
Yes, it was more of a potential merchant enterprise, and he was being given as. It was a sort of idea that I'd sort of come up with to try to plumb in for information but
cool.
Didn't flesh it out too much.
And with that, I think we're all caught up on who all the people are.
I will also ask him, like, when you say this residence is in kind of town, what's surrounding it? Like what type of buildings?
Other homes. So this is.
There's no like taverns or anything nearby.
This is the wealthy
God
part
damn
of
it.
town. Yeah. So no, this is where a bunch of the rich folks live.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I guess if it's breakfast time, Delgrim will find his way to Grumpfel looking for some decent coffee because the city has had absolute rubbish.
Fair. Downstairs of the tall cauldron, it would be comparatively quiet at this hour of the morning. The stew would still be bubbling away in its big pot in the middle, but yeah, I mean, you guys can easily find a table sort of that's quiet, away from anyone, and sit and make plans or do anything that you need to do.
I think B would make her way downstairs and would have like her spell book in her hand and would probably look slightly disheveled for her and be like flipping through and like find her way without looking up from the book to wherever anyone in the party has sat down, and just sit down and be like, I don't know what to prepare.
When I was a small child, and I used to dream about performing breakout of prison. I never even considered magic as a possibility, but if there's anything that can make gods go to sleep immediately or explode into little tiny pieces of flesh.
I don't have that.
Either of those things would be very useful. If you can make large holes in walls, that would be very useful.
Well, that would be for tomorrow night, wouldn't it? Not tonight.
Well, yeah, but some of this stuff I don't use that often, so it'll be good to make sure that I'm really focused on it and am across it.
Grumpfel, I got the impression before we went to sleep yesterday that you have little reservations about breaking Destaria out of prison. You seem to not be too into idea. Is everything okay?
No, look, just being aware of we're visitors to this city, and the fact that we believe that her imprisonment is morally wrong. It's still the law of the city. So, in that sense, yes, but in the sense that we must rescue B's friend, then yes.
Friend is a strong word.
Also, who says morals come into this at all?
Well, mine do, but the situation has us that this is begging on necessity.
Hey, Grumpfel, if
Yeah.
I can add some perspective and B will speak quieter during this moment. We're also technically kind of not supposed to be in the city and actively had people trying to hurt and I don't know, maybe imprison us. Does that would under the same kind of belief, wouldn't that mean that we should just turn ourselves in?
Interesting viewpoint. I myself would not like to see the inside of a cell.
So the rules can be bent for us.
Oh, I've not. Look, hey, I have had my fair share of bending the rules once upon a time, many years ago. It's just achieving a goal is one thing, as long as we don't go too far. If our objective is to rescue, fine, but our objective is not wanton destruction, mayhem.
Oh no, yucky!
And an unnecessary injury, death, all of that sort of thing. So, yes to bending the rules, but yes also to be objective.
Wasn't one of the side goals still to chop Errion's head off, though?
Maybe.
It is definitely
he's not going to be there, so that does not matter. He's not going to be there for us to take his head and take it to Valaka.
Maybe he is there.
Every day is yours for decisions. It's all about making the best decision.
I have a track record of doing that.
Keeping your options open.
Delgrim's going to slip in an undercommon real quick. Grumpfel, I've come to love you like a brother, but I will tell you now, if you're going to be a liability on this mission, you can stay behind.
Good sir. I'm like, I understand what you're getting at, dear Delgrim. I'm not a liability in the sense of unsure or not sure. Yes, let's rescue, but let's not seek destruction. If a situation presents where it's your life or the life of one of these guards, it will be your life I will be saving. But I would like that situation to be a last resort.
I'm back into common then. This is exactly what I like to hear, Grumpfel. I knew you would be on board.
Look, every situation has its situations.
Speaking of situations, we have many people to talk to today and tonight.
What's that language you were speaking?
It is undercommon. It is language familiar with places from which Grumpfel and I are.
Can you teach me?
Of course.
You've not had any contact with Undercommon? Being a drow, I thought that you might. No, I'm not presuming.
I grew
just
up on the
asking.
surface.
Yeah, well, look, perhaps something may be there that you're able to grasp it quickly.
I know a language called thieves can't.
They can't what?
Well, you can't read it.
Okay, interesting.
I could teach you in return.
Cool. Look, that could be. I'm always up for learning new things for sure.
Cool.
And with that, what is the game plan here, team?
I think we'd previously discussed, and I don't know, John, if you've got John or Cass, I feel would have the most extensive notes on this. I feel like we were going to split the gang up. So 2 of us were going after the maid, after Jolana. 2 were going to chat with Marius in his little drinking den. And then Delgrim had pitched for Grumpfel to have a chat with Estivor, who likes to hang out at cemeteries, thinking that maybe they could hit it off.
There's 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's five people.
2, 4, 5.
Okay.
Please tell me Tiernan said that out loud.
Oh.
Okay.
So I think the plan. Well, I think you got it spot on. I can't remember who was gonna do what though. I haven't got that written down.
I don't believe I was there for that, so wherever you were sending me, I guess.
I don't think we decided specifically. Who do
No,
we
I don't
think
think
would
we did.
like to talk to Romance Girl and try and convince her that perhaps... Remember, I had a very good idea. I was up all night thinking
Pick
about
me!
this. Excellent.
The party's 2 hottest members.
Gallivahad and Beatrix. What about this idea for Romance Girl? What we do is we tell her...
She has a name.
Yes, but I don't remember it. I'm so excited.
Strike 1, but you always remember their names.
I'm so excited about breaking past out of prison. No, what we tell Jolana then is that Destaria has a long-lost, desperate lover who just want to see her one more time. And then if she agreed to help us get to Destaria, wherever Destaria held, then one of us pretend to be long-lost lover. We go in, we break her out, we leave. Everybody wins, except
At the same time, whoever's not doing that convincing Gallivahad, the other one of us should, flirt with her a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, shouldn't we get to know her first before we start asking for favors and such?
You have to find a way to naturally introduce this into conversation. You can't just walk up to her and say, the person who is under arrest in the house you work at...
Oh my god, Gallivahad, we've got to go and get a smart book.
Ooh. Yes,
And
okay.
One of us can be reading it at wherever she has a drink, and that's a conversation starter. It's like hey, have you read this book? It's really good.
I will remind you that she has a fondness for that type of book as well.
Do we know of any titles specifically?
I don't know.
The Undercommon Dwarf.
What's in the top 5 reading list at the moment?
B, what do you think? Either of you guys, do you think you guys would know of any?
I mean, The Yearning Kobold is a really good read.
Yeah.
The article is it's not the size of the room, it's the size of the fireball that counts.
What about the Tales of the Tarask? They got a
The
real
Tongue
wet
of the Tarask, the sequel?
Yeah. This time it's personal.
Oh my god, you could read the first book and You could read the first book and I'll read the second book and we could sit on either side of her.
Yes. Yeah, that would be good. Let's do
But then
that.
we have to pretend that we don't know each other.
Oh, yeah, okay. Like a triple meet cute type
Yeah, like
thing.
you go in like 10 minutes before me, start reading the first book, and just, buy a drink, look all mysterious, maybe have too many buttons undone, and then I'll walk in like 10, 15 minutes later with the second book. Hamish, stop it. I'll sit down and I'll order a drink also, and I'll look like me, I guess.
Do you want to know a secret? My
Sure.
buttons are never done up.
And
B looks at your
true to-
buttons.
and it's this plunging, which makes you realize just how fucking built Gallivahad is.
He's average. Like I rolled like a 6.
It's
for
been a while
Gallivahad.
since I rolled for Gallivahad. Give me another. Hang on.
You're just getting
Actually,
used
I feel
to
like
it.
in this moment, B could roll for Gallivahad again.
B, are you good with your hands?
I've never had any complaints.
Well,
I rolled a 9.
if you're distracting a Jolinar, perhaps you should check, try picking her pockets to see if she has any useful keys for access. Because don't maids usually have some way to?
Yeah, but if I get caught, then we're in trouble.
Well, after a little bit, maybe get her a little bit tipsy or distracted before you do it.
Tiernan, this is recon. We have a day and a night, and then a whole other day. If we need to be stealing keys, then we can do that tomorrow. For now, this is recon. We're just setting the scene. We're getting all of the information that we need to know which approach to breaking Destaria out of prison is going to be the best.
And Gallivahad, whoever she likes more in that moment, asks her on a date tomorrow to try and get more info.
Yeah. That's
Great.
the plan. Solid plan.
I'll hold up my hand for a high five.
These two have definitely got this. Look at the high five. They're very already team. Tiernan, you and I, we're going to get a little drinky with the Marius.
Okay.
So just to help time-wise with everything, you would have been advised that Marius works for the majority of the day, so drinkies with him would be an evening thing.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Well, that would mean that you could go with Delgrim to see the nature priest.
That was going to be
during
my next question, Ham. Do we have a timeline on?
Yeah. It would be that he would seem to be sort of that's where he hangs out during the day, as sort of tending the gardens. Yeah.
Excellent. Grumpfel, I am more than happy to come with you if you like, so you have backup if things go side-shaped.
Sure. Yes. Why not? Let's do it.
You're not doing anything wrong. You're just having conversation and seeing if you can get some interesting information about the silly little mansion place in which you work. Okay, that's our plan. Everybody ready to go?
We should all put our hands in.
Hands in what?
Like, put your hand out.
My coffee's very hot. I don't want to put my hand in that.
No, everyone put your hand out so that we're all touching hands. Yep. And then when I count to 3, we throw them in the air excitedly. Ready? 1,
So
2.
was it on 3 or after 3?
On
and how
3.
many hands do we grab to
Okay.
throw up?
Just 1.
So we're
So
grabbing
on
someone
3,
else's hand.
1 hand. Ready?
Whose hand though?
Yeah.
Whose hand am I grabbing?
Yours.
My hand. So like that?
No, just
I
throw it
think
in the
so.
air. Let go of your hands. 1 hand in the middle.
Right.
On 3, throw that hand in the air excitedly. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
There's a few blurry-eyed patrons look around at this
I now
enthusiastic
understand why
group.
I have the most charisma.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. And with that, what's Tiernan doing, by the way?
He might be just taking it a little bit easier during the day.
Okay.
But he will. What he will do though
Yeah.
is he'll potentially scout out. Gee, that's not a bad idea. He might just go for a walk, past the place, just to
Sure.
get an idea. He's not going to be like super obvious.
Yep.
But apart from that, he will be having disguised self on him when he does this.
Mhm.
And he will also be trying to procure a small amount of the strongest fortified alcohol he can find.
Sure thing.
Just
Okay.
in case.
With that, we're going to start with our two high charisma individual high charisma.
Smart
So-
fans.
Our romanticists.
Yep.
Resident
Is it
parties.
easy enough to say that we can acquire these books before we get there?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like you guys managed to find a place to purchase some books.
Why are the pages moist?
Oh, did you
It's
get
not a
a
se-
rental?
It's not a secondhand bookstore.
Yeah,
So
but
you
I'm
just
reading
come
the tongue of the
pre-moist-
Tarask in a
Yeah.
magical universe, Hamish.
Why would you need more than
Pre-moistened.
one hand?
It makes the
Pre-mo-
moistness of the pages even stranger.
I
Really
just-
makes the
Delving
story
for
pop.
desire.
Why would you need a second
It's
hand?
4D.
Okay, I'm blowing up the city.
The
Okay,
lusty dragonborn maid.
so with the books purchased, you head up into the section of the city known as the Spire. It is up into the high mountainous parts of the city where it's sort of where the city has been built up onto the Soul Forge, which is the name of the mountain range here, and it is a nicer part of the city, and you find yourself standing in front of a small coffee shop, simply known as the Black. It's quite a cute little shop. It's got a little awning out the front. There is a little table with a couple of chairs, and there's two dwarves sitting there supping coffee. It's probably light by the time you've made your way there. It's still sort of mid-morning.
Hamish, if
yep.
it's okay, before we kind of got there, I would have changed my clothing.
Yep.
Just into a simple light blue dress. No, like, yeah, nothing wild.
Not the clothes from the Fey Court then.
No, fuck no.
I did actually think you were maybe going down that road. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna dress up in all leather. Do I still have the hat?
You can have the hat, sure.
If I wear it, do I have a hat on my head? I know that sounds really silly.
So when you use the disguise ability, no, you can. I mean, you can disguise yourself with a hat on, but no, it doesn't. You don't have to.
And
have
how
it
long
to
did
carry
we
that.
say it lasted for, Yem?
An hour, I believe.
If you will allow, I will use the hat and just change myself from. Can I change my race using this hat or no?
You can. You can make yourself basically look any way you want as long as you're still humanoid, and you can't have a dramatic height change.
No, that's
So I think
fine.
you can
I'm
change
literally
yourself
just
sort of
gonna
a couple of
go.
things, but yeah.
I'm just going to look like Bee's incapable of major change, so we'll go to look like a standard elf. Her curly red hair will be blonde instead, and she will not wear her glasses. And that's the only difference.
Okay. Who is going in first?
I'll go in first, I think.
I'll time you, and when it gets to 10 minutes, I will walk in.
Okay, perfect.
Starting
I will-
now.
Yeah, I will
Okay.
burst through the door of the cafe with my book on my chest,
Yeah.
and I'll just pause for a second so everyone else in the cafe can have a good look. So pausing for dramatic effect.
Can I, because look, let's fucking lean into this bad boy. Can I
Performance
please ask you to make a performance check for me here?
Sure. So that was a 10 plus 4, so 14.
14. Okay. You burst through the door. There's a little bell which clangles a little bit louder than it normally would due to your enthusiasm. And inside it's a slightly sort of darker interior. There's cozy little corners where there's like little booths, and one
Are
you
there
can
any
see.
down lights?
There's no down lights, but there's like little candles and stuff on the tables.
Okay, I just want to
So
position myself so like some of the light is cast across my
yes,
chest.
duly noted.
Yeah.
There's various tables around this room. It's not super sort of busy at this point in time. There's a little board which has got a variety of what appear to be different coffees that you can order here. And as you look around, you see most people have turned to look at you as you've made your dramatic entrance.
Is Jelana there?
And
Are you rolling a d10? Is that what's happening?
You don't know. And you see sitting at one table towards the back of this place, a middle-aged elven woman who seems to fit the description of Jolana more than anybody else does in this place. She's got again that mousy brown hair and a very simple ponytail, wearing a very, very plain dress, and you can see in front of her there's a pile of papers. She's got a little ink quill in her hand. She appears to be writing away. And as you come in, she looks up, and you see she's like, but as she does it, she like bumps the little ink pot, and it skitters across the table, and ink goes away. She's like, oh no! And she starts like looking around for like something to try and stop the mess. And she picks up the papers, but it's got writing, and you can see she's starting to get really flustered.
Can I head over, and on my way, is there like a cloth or something on the countertop that the staff would use to mop up behind the bar?
One of the staff is walking past you with an empty tray, and they've got like a cloth over their arm, which you could just kind of whip off if you would like.
I will whip off that.
They pause from it and go, hey, excuse me. Yep.
Make a roll so it's not like the shirt that he grabs by accident. That it is the cloth.
The cloth now. I will make a beeline straight for Jelana.
Yeah.
And I will say, "Oh my goodness, how can I help you?" And I'll start dabbing at the ink.
She
on the table.
She sees you, and she's just like, and she just goes red, like 100% of the flush at arms all the way down the neckline. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I've made such a mess. I'm so sorry. Yeah, please. And she's just flustered.
Accidents happens. Accidents happen. It's fine. It's fine.
You notice she is very much struggling to not look at your unbuttoned shirt and your well-built frame underneath.
Yeah, get some.
He's going for the honey pot.
So I will start obviously clearing up. And I'll say, don't worry about the mess. I'm more concerned with all of this work. I'm assuming you've ruined. Well, hopefully not. Let's see what we can fix, shall we?
Oh, thank you. She says, I'm sorry. I'm just writing. She's like moves her coffee cup out of the way, and you can see it's the coffee cup's got like cream and sprinkles and stuff on it. It looks like one of those incredibly like sugary sort of coffees that you can get at fancy places. She's like, thank you so much for helping me. I didn't mean to make a mess. I got very, very distracted. And again, like the flush kind of deepens a little bit more. She looks at you and then sort of looks away again.
Oh, is it because you know the book I've got? Have you read it?
She is absolutely 100% not looking at the book. Until you kind of like hold it up in front of her, and she's like, book. Oh, Oh, the book. Oh, I like that one. That's on my. That's really. Are you reading it?
I am reading. I've only just started, so no spoilers, naughty.
I fucking hate myself.
Cass, I'm never
shit.
going to be able to talk to you ever again for the rest of our lives after this.
Cass, fix it with a 6-7.
See you tomorrow night.
Yes, finish him.
That's what she said.
Mm. Mm.
So she's like, did you want to like maybe sit down? I've got a spare seat here.
Oh, that would be the highlight of my day.
She sort of shuffles to make sure that there's enough sort of space for you to sit down, and she shuffles the pieces of paper around, and it's still kind of sort of trying to half dab up the some of the ink that you haven't managed to sort of get to yet. And she goes, "Oh, sorry, my name's Jelana." She
That's
sort of
a
like gives
beautiful
you
name.
a very sort of shy look. Plays with her hair a little bit. I don't know how you play with hair. It's been years for me.
Like that.
Sheesh.
Well, it's a beautiful name. My name, oh man, I don't know if I want to. My name's Castigan.
Oh, it's really nice to meet you, Castigan. It's not often we get men in here who read these kind of books.
Well, I'm not your average man, that's for sure.
And she just like looks away. It's like she's just in this permanent state. You're not sure if it is a blush now. Who knows? All you know is that she is like beet red at this point in time. She goes, "So why are you here, Castigan?"
Oh, well, I'm here for a drink first and foremost. Would you like to join me? Can I get you another drink?
Oh, I mean, I only just ordered one, but sure, I'd love one.
What are you drinking? Is it like a vanilla latte?
She's like, I'm not sure what this vanilla latte is that you're talking about, but they have one here, and she looks you dead in the eye, and she says, "There's one here called the Cherished Secret. It's my favorite."
Oh, okay. Waiter.
A dwarf appears, well dressed. Again, little sort of like tea towel over his arm. He goes, "Yes, sir. How can I help you?"
Well, can we get another clean cloth just to mop up any leftover ink? And can we also get 2 cherished secrets, please?
Certainly. That'll be 4 silver pieces.
Is this like a cash on delivery system, or do I pay when I leave?
Cash up front, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, okay. Sure. No worries. I'll give you 5 silver pieces. You can keep the change.
Oh, thank you, sir. And he gives a small bow and walks away. Fuck you, bro. So Jelana is sort of sitting there, and she's like just fiddling with like paper and quill, and is just completely fallen silent at this stage.
What is it that you do, Jelana? Are you a professional writer?
Oh no! I'm not nearly good enough for that. I write in my spare time, but I'm just a maid.
Well, just a maid is not exactly true. I think you can be the best maid ever. And just a maid, that's a lot of work. It's hard work.
I mean, it is. But I mean, it's pretty boring. It's not exciting. I'm sure that you though, like looking at how strong, how built, how. I mean, you look really strong. I mean, it's probably really boring compared to whatever it is that you do, though. What do you do, Castigan?
Oh, I do. I do a few things. In fact, I'm what you would call an entrepreneur.
I don't know what that is. What's an...
Have you ever heard of the blockchain?
I just heard Pro from the other room go, fucking
I heard it
hell. I'm glad the mic picked that up. That's crazy.
I hate you and adore you at the same time, Cass. She's like, what's a blockchain?
Never mind all that. Tell me, Joanna, do you believe in chance meetings? Do you believe in chance meetings, or do you think some paths are just meant to cross?
Again, she sort of starts sort of fiddling with her ponytail, and she goes, I mean, it's never happened to me before, but yes, I do, Castigan. And she's and again, she sort of looks up at you.
Tell me more about yourself, Joanna.
So at this time, the little bell above the door goes again, and B.
Good. Where, like, I think B knows that Gallivan's gonna go for, like, rugged, handsome, sexy guy. So B's gonna appeal to a different trope. And that's, like, it's more like Disney princess. So, like, when she enters, she's gonna do, like, a twirl as the bell goes and cast prestidigitation and have, like, musical notes play in the background.
Oh, fucking hell. All right, make a performance check as well, but I'm going to let you roll with advantage.
But it's going to be very whimsy about it.
Because of your bullshittery.
Did you say at disadvantage?
No, with advantage
Oh,
because
great,
of the whole
excellent.
prestidigitation stuff.
Performance, you say?
Yeah.
21.
Fuck. So the bell rings above the door, and the notes blend into this almost ethereal chiming as you weave your magic bee and sort of spin into the room. And there's a few people, again, who all sort of look around.
She will also be holding her book, probably exactly the same that Gallivahad was, like, at her chest. And, like, as she kind of heads over, probably in that direction, but not trying to be obvious, so a little bit away from them, she'll try and make her, like, steps almost appear kind of like a dance as she does it.
Oh my God.
Approaching the bar.
Cool.
Or
Excellent.
cafe.
Amazing. You head that way. Gallivahad, you see Joanna glance over, but then look straight back at you.
Boo!
Dice don't
What's a
lie,
girl
buddy.
gotta do? Take her clothes off? No, that's fine. She'll put her book down on the bar and open it and start reading, but try to angle the cover so that Joanna can see it.
Yep. Okay.
But also just be listening in on these two. Like, she's not going to interrupt.
Yeah. I can't remember that. So, Joanna kind of looks back at you, Gallivahad, and goes, "Oh, sorry, I got distracted by a very interesting woman who's just come in. But sorry, what were you saying?"
Well, you were just about to tell me more about your job.
Oh, I mean,
Where do you maid at? Who do you work for? Like, what's the vibe of the house? I mean, you just said you're just a maid, but surely I can see there's more. There's more to you than that.
I would like you to please make a persuasion roll at this point in
Okay.
time, Gallivahad.
Surely at advantage.
Yeah, I just flexed my what are they called? Pecs. Yeah, hang on. And do I get any pluses? Was it persuasion?
Yes.
So I rolled an 18 plus 4. 21.
Jesus, I can't. She puts like her chin on her hand as she kind of looks up at you, and then almost catches herself, and sort of goes, oh, I mean, I work for someone who's very important, and I suppose because he's really important, I guess I am a little bit more than just a maid. But I just kind of clean and help out with a little bit of the cooking. But he is very rich and he's very famous.
Well, I could tell you had to have worked with someone famous because you're just so special yourself.
No, I'm Hestigan, that's so nice of you. But no, I'm just a nobody. I'm just here writing my book.
So you are writing a book.
Wow, I'm trying to.
What is the book about?
It's about this man called he's just called the Count. And I don't want to say too much, but the title is My Count, My Love, My Impaler.
Ooh. Well, color me intrigued. I'd love to read it. Maybe you could do a reading for me, perhaps over some dinner.
Dinner?
Tomorrow night?
I could. That would be really sweet. She sort of leans forward and she looks at you and she's like, do you really mean that? I've never had someone like you who's so big and
I'm gonna
strong and handsome, just kind
reach
of
out and put my finger up, not touch her, and then I'm gonna say, "May I?" And I'm gonna reach to sweep a piece of hair from out of her eye. Why would I not mean it? Of course, I would love to take a treasure such as yourself out for a meal.
And now we're going to change scenes for the moment.
I need you to know that B is like this entire time.
Yeah.
Can I go and wash my brain out, please?
yeah. Gotta get the ick off. Cass, you've done a fantastic job. Amazing.
Is anyone else feeling a bit third wheelish here? Like,
do we need to take like a 3-minute break or anything for people? Or?
Everyone go have a cigarette.
A succulent Chinese meal.
We all enjoyed it.
I'm good. I was on
hot in here.
Yeah. The noise is carrying through the other mic pro. It's getting a bit awkward.
Damn it! Oh no.
So we move across to a very, very different part of the city.
A very, very different conversation.
Very, very different.
I don't know. You could try the same tact.
I don't know.
So, Delgrim and Grumpfel, you make your way through into the part of the city known as the Old Bones. It is very, very apparent that this is probably the oldest part of the city. Much of the architecture here is beginning to crumble. You notice that many of the buildings have been sort of poorly repaired, and this appears to be a slightly more rundown part of the city. It's not a slum, it's not a hovel. When you think back to like the Rat's Nest and Harrow, it is significantly better than that. But it is just an old part of a city that is struggling to keep itself together.
Mm-hmm.
As you weave through the streets, you can see that there are a number of small cemeteries sort of scattered around. And even on the way here, you would have noticed that this part of the city is near the area of the city known as the Godsworn, which is where all the temples are. So this is sort of adjacent to that part of the city. You probably spend, actually, if you guys could make a perception check for me to see how long it takes you to find Esdevor.
Someone who looks like our guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
What would we say? Perception.
Perception, yeah.
Daytime, isn't it?
It is early morning, so nice bright sun.
Excellent. A little bit too much for Delgrim, apparently.
Yeah.
Rolling a 3.
Amazing.
That's going to bring me to an 8.
Okay, cool. And what about Grumpfel?
Slightly better. Total is 14. But I
Okay.
put that down to he might be distracted with, as we're walking through and seeing the different cemeteries, he's wanting to sort of identify any sort of pantheons, symbols, but also looking at, because we've been told that Esdevor is a green thumb, he wants to look at what foliage is within each of the cemeteries, whether it's decorative like flora, or whether some fiction fantasy books I've read, like some cemeteries might have, if it's overgrown in a sort of an outside city area, might have poisonous briars. Some may actually have herbs that heal, that are kept there, that everyone knows that if they get hurt, that the plants are there for free for anyone to use and help. He's looking at that sort of thing. What is in these? Because if Esdevor's a green thumb, he's looking for some sort of in conversation, not only what gods are present, but like other things there, because you need to sort of have a bit of conversation.
And Delgrim will be a almost respectful distance away from Grumpfel, just like not distant at all, but just kind of watching Grumpfel do his thing in this place, I think. And so to like a casual observer, they're obviously there together, but it would appear as though Delgrim was almost subservient to Grumpfel in this particular scenario.
Okay. It takes you probably close to an hour of wandering through this part of town. And over the course of that time, Grumpfel, you'd notice that you do see some of these small graveyards being tended by individuals who you absolutely know are not the person that you're looking for. They're much younger, different species or gender, etc., etc. But all of the cemeteries are exceptionally well looked after. They'll have small hedge fences around them. The grass is all very sort of neatly kept and trimmed. It's not decorative. It's not pretentious. There's not like a big, rose gardens or everything like that. There's small, very healthy looking trees. It's nice sort of shrubberies and the like. It feels like small pockets of very well-loved nature have just popped up around the resting places of the people of the city. It's almost to sort of like give them a haven or embrace them within the touch of nature.
Sorry, I was going to say, like, are we talking low hedge open view or high hedge
low,
private
so
areas?
people can see in, but it's just a very sort of low, just to sort of give it a break between the road and the actual lands that these small cemeteries are on.
Okay. No worries. I will keep in mind that, like, if that's the case for all of them,
Yeah.
Grumpfel will undoubtedly, when we get to the one where he's in, look for an area within there that might have slightly more growth, in the sense of providing a semi-private area to converse. He's wary of Estivor might not be the only one here, like Delgrim, keeping a distance from Grumpfel. If Estivor is here, he may have not necessarily a handler, but someone else with him that you don't want to be seen approaching someone and have go, oh, what's going on here, sort of thing. You want to be able to organically have a conversation out of view.
What you would notice is that most of these little graveyards have got small pavilions, either constructed or almost natural, established within them to provide spaces of privacy for people, so that they can go there, they can tend to the graves of their lost ones, they can have some privacy, in a space nearby. So that's all very easy. And after about an hour, you do see an individual who does seem to match the description of Estivor. So late 70s human, shoulder length grey hair, which you can see is currently tied back with a cropped grey beard and mustache, very heavily wrinkled and tanned, wearing the deep green robes of Lapanzi, and you can see they've got the golden sheaves of wheat on them. In his hand, you can see at the moment he's just doing a little bit of maintenance, and it's almost hard to see exactly what he's trying to sort of improve. Like, this place is so well kept, it's like he's just doing small sort of little bits of maintenance here and there, very much sort of off in his own world. And you can see leaning against a tree beside him as he's going about his tasks, a long straight staff of white wood.
Nice. Does it look like he's actively just nitpicking trimming, or
No, he's just working. He's just
okay, how do I put this? Think of the worst spy film you've ever seen, and you can tell, like, the people are surrounding with the earpieces and they're working, but they're not working.
Yep. He looks. He's doing some trimming of bushes and stuff.
Yep, that's cool. How far away is Delgrim from Grumpfel?
Only a couple of steps.
Okay. Nice. We'll turn and just make eye contact with you. And if you sort of from what what you've been doing, what we may or may not have talked about, kind of just like all right, I'm gonna go and talk.
He will nod at you encouragingly.
So Grumpfel will kind of walk into the area. Now, does it look like it's a private cemetery, or it's like a, well, not public in the sense of public, but it's not private as in what are you doing here? Like, it wouldn't be, from what I can see, it wouldn't be like unusual for someone else to be in here.
No, I mean, it's open to the general street. There doesn't seem to be anything. There's not there's no gates or anything to keep people away.
All right. Well, Grumpfel will walk in. He'll kind of just sort of look a bit. He might sort of have a look at not looking for a name, but he's just looking at some of the cenotaphs, some of the headstones, any of that sort of thing. Sort of more respectively observing what's in here. He will go and like any of outside of the hedge, if there's any other shrubs, plants, that sort of thing along the way, he'll stop, he'll look, he'll sort of just see what the leaves look like.
Whilst Grumpfel is dithering, looking at the bushes, he will once again more pointedly nod in the direction of the dude that he is here to talk to. Get in there. What are you doing?
Grumpfel will give Delgrim a look as to I'm establishing a rapport.
You're looking at plants. Go talk to the man.
Wait, have you got Esmerdana's crystal up and for messaging?
He would on
Right.
this particular day. He wouldn't have the sword.
Okay.
The sword out.
Bear with me, Delgrim, old boy. I'm just trying to make it not look obvious like I'm here to see him. I'm going to just dither and look for another 30 seconds and then go over and sort of ask something about the area or the like to start a conversation in an organic way.
Instead, you look like a very strange stalker. Just go out, talk to the man. You're in the cemetery. No one else here. He like dead things. You like dead things. Have the conversation.
Very well. All right, Grumpfel will kind of see that there's someone else here and kind of just not slowly, but not at a race, sort of start wandering over towards where Estavor is.
Estavor just keeps working away. Like you can see he pauses for a moment and sort of glances in your direction, but not at you. But then just keeps working away.
What is the most prominent common shrub type that's here? Is it like a rosemary or a nettle or?
I would have sure.
A shrub.
Yeah, a shrubbery.
A shrubbery.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my botanical knowledge does not dive into the realms.
But it's not something super rare.
No. That's what I mean. Like everything here is literally like you're out in the middle of the wilderness. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that kind of goes that idea. I was hoping that'd be something slightly rare and have. Excuse me, is this such plant that you put in one ear and pull out the other and it makes you the blind see again? That was the angle he was looking for. But if it's not,
he can still ask that question. It'll just sound real dumb when he does.
Sure, why not? Greetings, child of Lapanzi.
He looks over and sort of straightens with a bit of a groan, and he glances over and he says, "Hello, welcome. How can I help you today?"
I strange question. I apologize. This hedging. I'm not normally finding myself in this area. I recognize it, but I don't know what its name is here.
He just sort of pauses for a moment, and sort of just cleans the scythe off that he's been using, and just says, "Mostly we use boxwood around here. It's the most sort of common that grows that we use for these sorts of hedges."
No, I apologize. I'm not from this area, and it's not something I've seen before. Different to what we use back home, but nonetheless, it looks fantastic.
Where are you from, sir?
Much further south. Here on a trading vessel. Find myself with a day of wonder and seeking solace among. Not only the living, but those who have passed. And with that, Grumpfel kind of will sort of let the symbol of Kamateon be seen if it hasn't been seen already. I just wanting to find a quiet area to reflect out of the hustle and bustle of this on the street.
Again, he gives sort of a brief nod and goes, "It's always good to see one of the shepherds of Kamateon here. There's a small pavilion towards the back of the graveyard. It's often one of the most private places. You could find some time there if you're wanting a space to just sit quietly and reflect on the matters of life."
Oh, thank you. Like a spot to sit is always welcome. Sometimes I feel walking among the the markers of lives. Even if I don't know who they are, I find that rewarding because I would like to think that one day when my time and duty has reached the end of its weave, that someone may come past my stone and wonder who I was.
He gives you a nod and says, "It's one of the reasons why I spend my days tending these areas. Just making sure people feel comfortable and nice when they come here to see those that they've loved and they've lost."
DM.
Yo!
Any of the shrubberies which have been tended to, do any of them seem to have any kind of like disease or perhaps a little bit unhealthy?
Make a nature or survival roll for me.
Okay, I will allow
Come
my
on.
ranger to make a fucking survival roll, I guess. Which traditionally goes real good. No, I think we'll do it as a nature check. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's the same modifier. That's a 16 on the die, though, so that's
Oh.
not too bad. That's, what's that, 21?
21?
Mm.
Okay. Okay. You look around, and the thing that you notice the most is that everything here it appears to be like in perfect health. Almost to the point of maybe too perfect, and that there's quite possibly some kind of maybe magical intervention here, or potentially being used to help sort of maintain this place.
Yeah. In which case, I think Delgrim will probably close the couple of steps then between he and Grumpfel. You have done very good job if it is your work that keeps this place so thriving and alive.
I mean, I'm one of the tenders of these various graveyards, but thank you. I appreciate the kind words. It's a man of my advanced years. It's nice to know that what effort I can put in from these old bones at least brings some appreciation and joy to people here.
I'm sure it brings much gladness to hearts of the people who come here to grieve those that they have lost.
One can always hope. Are you two together? Sorry, or
We're just friends.
Sadly, Delgrim will place a hand on Grumpfel's shoulder. But yes, no, I wonder though, what kind of person it takes to devote their life to this kind of service to others. I would think it's a great sacrifice on your time and attention from other things that perhaps you might prefer or require to be doing.
Oh, I mean, retired now. I mean, this is what I gain joy from doing. I mean, I've been doing this for a number of years, and I still tend to the spiritual needs of a few as required, but I much prefer just spending this time with the plants. There's something very peaceful, very quiet, very relaxing about just the simplicity of just nurturing nature, especially in a city such as this where there's so much stone and harshness.
Indeed.
I wonder what this tending to needs of a few look like. Grumpfel here is well-established man of faith. I am very new to these concepts, but I am looking to perhaps expand my horizons into similar caring for others than just myself, or perhaps others than just those I consider to be worthy of caring. Tell me a little bit more about what this service you perform entails. If you are willing to share, of course.
I teach him the word, he teaches me the world.
I mean, I'm assuming you're meaning outside of just the simple tending of the gardens around the graveyards. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, you said you still tend to needs a few, right?
There are some who I've got long-standing relationships with from around the city who still call to me for whether it's spiritual advice or in a time where they wish to maybe speak with someone who has a more of a connection to the divine. Very few, and generally it's only people that I've known for a significant period of time. It's not the sort of situation where at my advanced years I'm going to start looking at and working with other people at this point in time. I'm too old, and as I said before, people are difficult, people are complicated. I'd just like to be able to just tend my little gardens.
Yes, the word calls to us all differently, for sure. I myself did not tread this path until just recently, despite my appearance. But I hear what you mean about being weary of certain things and wanting just the quiet of routine.
Perhaps it is my youth that means that I still lust for the joys and deep emotions that go with living a life. But perhaps also I look forward to this time in my life when I slow down and take care of things like little plants.
It's and Grumpfel will put his hand on Delgrim's shoulder. Are those that seek your advice as exuberant as my friend here? His energy sometimes provides for me, sometimes it robs me, and he'll kind of just chuckle a little bit like that. I hope your ward is less exuberant than mine.
Is Divorce sort of chuckles along with you, sort of with that knowing exactly what you're talking about, and replies, I mean, many of those who I still tend to are old like me. There is much more sitting together just in silence than anything else, but there are one or two who are certainly more exuberant and enthusiastic and have a real sort of lust for life, shall we say. And for those, I try and provide as much guidance as possible, even if it's just an old experienced ear to listen to their tales or their pains or their joys.
Sorry, what do you mean by an experienced heir? Like, are you talking like a lordling or someone to
Heir.
ascend to a throne?
An experienced ear.
Oh, my apologies. I thought for a second I thought we'd intruded upon someone that taught to a nobleman or someone to ascend. I apologize for my presumption.
I mean, again, sir, we're both the older generation. I appreciate the mishearing of things, and I've had my fair share of dealing with those who are in more important positions within life.
Delgrim will laugh. I imagine the kind of spiritual guidance that those people might ask is looking for forgiveness for crazy rich people mistakes. Yes.
He chuckles along with you, and the ignorance of wealth and the lack of appreciation for those around them, for many of the nobility, can be a harsh thing for someone of my calling to listen to. But I do what I can to try and guide these people in the right direction. But they must want to be guided in the first place. If they don't, then I am but an ear to listen.
Oh, I apologize. I apologize. I again do not wish to intrude, but is one of your wards thus, or many of them, or
I
why
have one or two who are such as this. Some prefer their to remain anonymous as such. Again, it is good form on my behalf. I don't go around necessarily talking about
no.
who it is I provide my spiritual assistance to.
No, I didn't presume to ask. You have my sympathies is probably not the word I'm looking for, but you have my respect and admiration,
and my curiosity
for to have a ward as such, and do not need to name names. I respect your the privacy of your employee, but I did know someone like that back home before my calling, and I think I would have more luck in conversation to one of these headstones or life markers than this fellow in the giving and accepting of advice given freely and warmly. So you have my respect that you keep at it.
This is why I find myself doing this job every day. There are things in this world which are too grandiose for an old man such as myself, and it's a young person's game.
How do you not find yourself incensed, though? This is why I could not do I could not offer the kind of advice that the two of you do. I would simply find myself too driven to anger for the sense of justice. If a person in position of power has falsely imprisoned someone or committed vile acts of murder or pillaging in other areas, I could not contain within myself the righteous fury that I would feel at such injustices. How do you deal with this?
He kind of gives you a bit of a look.
The
then,
energy of the youth.
And then just says, there's only so much a single individual can do. You provide the advice, you provide the insights, and people will make choices. Sometimes for me, the choice is to step away from those individuals. But everyone has to find their own path in this world. I can listen and have listened to people speak of things which I would find distasteful. But also sometimes things are relative. Sometimes people have to do something which others may find distasteful to bring about a greater good.
And
who am I to judge? Who are the gods to judge?
They're not to judge, they're to guide. And would I see something like that? Yes, it would be a hard decision whether to say something or whether to follow. I do not sympathize your position, but surely are there any others of Lapunzi or Kamateon or Maish or anyone else that would be able to help sway your ward if their thinking was not of the words?
it's not the way of the gods to sway those. And those who worship the gods, whether it's myself, whether it is an individual like you make your own conscious choices. There are a number of temples here within the city which are devoted to all of the gods.
Yeah, my apologies. That's what I mean by sway. Is the teachings and word convey help in decision making, not directly influenced, but by teachings.
I'm unsure if this, and you can see now he's sort of starting to straighten up a little bit more.
I am more curious about this concept of greater good. It's a strange position to think that any one of us could determine what is, in fact, greater good. How does one decide when not to speak or when to speak out for what is greater than a good someone present to us?
That's an excellent question. It depends on the
I
model.
only ask excellent questions. I'm famous for only ever asking great questions.
It depends on the nature of what one defines as good. Sometimes one must sacrifice on a lesser scale to ensure the safety of all of a community, for example. Sometimes, and he'll turn to one of the bushes and he'll take out the sickle and he'll say, sometimes one must remove a diseased branch, and he'll take one of the little branches and you'll actually see it like wither in his hands, and he'll just cut it off. It's like, sometimes one has to remove the diseased branch to save the rest of the bush. Is it something which is done with great joy? No. In fact, in some situations, some might even deem it morally irrepentant. Oh my god, I can't think of the word.
Go on. Reprehensible?
Yeah, that's the one I'm after. Thank you very much.
You good?
But it is required.
Perhaps this is very fatalistic version. May I suggest that there are sometimes other ways to deal with diseased branch, and he'll reach out for the branch. And if Zoltan, yep, that's the one, allows him to take it, he's going to take it. And then this is more of a, if the DM allows, I'd like to use lay on hands to not only heal the disease from the branch, but also to regraft it onto the branch from which it was taken.
I think it would heal the branch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would go all the way to regrafting.
That's not a problem. That works just as well.
But I think you could absolutely, like, you see it sort of come
Heal
back
the
to life,
disease.
green shoots, etc. Yeah.
In some cases, the disease does not need to be cut. It simply needs to be understood. And perhaps with enough time and care, it can be healed.
For one who's so young is surprisingly wise. It's a very, very good point.
I only make very good points in the same way I only ask very good questions.
Further to that, if one can see part of the tree or the plant or the bush is struggling with disease, and someone wants to help it but doesn't know how to, surely you would not just leave it.
No, but again, it comes down to one's perception of what dealing with that part of a diseased bush would mean. As your friend here has just illustrated, sometimes there are other ways of addressing it. But again, it's the morality that's involved. It is the people who are making the decisions. We all approach this differently. Nations approach this differently.
So if there was a chance that this diseased part of the bush was able to be taken away from the bush to be healed elsewhere and then propagated elsewhere and not at risk of the original bush, would you say that that is also a good choice?
For me personally, would absolutely be the better choice. But I feel like the two of you are very much trying to talk around something specific. I'm old. If there's something you wish to ask or a particular topic that you're wanting to touch on, please be direct. I, in turn, will be direct back to you.
We hear that there has been some disarray in the city. And some very powerful people have perhaps been in conflict with each other that may affect people without such power. Grumpfel, do you remember the name of lady who was subject of the ire of the Errion? Errion is this name of a young man who is very full of power and driven to action.
Grumpfel will kind of look like he's trying to remember, but I'm actually going to ask if I can roll an insight on our friend Estivor and see if by revealing Destaria's name, whether I get a read on it would be.
Are you telling him her name?
No, yeah, I think I want to get an insight on him to read how this is going. Do I think that if I was to say her name, I would
you would have no way. You're looking at someone who is very obviously looking somewhat cautiously at you now, as what he's just said, but you would have no way of knowing.
Okay.
Prior insight or anything like that. Would if you say the name, what will happen?
Yeah. Okay. Forgetting the name, would insight give me obviously he's looking like what's going on, but can I read whether this is looking like it's what are you trying to ask, or is it what do these guys want? Where's the nearest exit? I'm getting out of here.
As I said, he just looks very cautious. You're not going to get anything extra from that, if that makes sense. He's very openly, insight would not gleam anything else.
Okay.
Destaria, yes, that's the one. There's some kind of conflict between these two people, Errion and Destaria, that I heard chatter about on the street. It seemed to make people very nervous. I'm sure there would be some people who'd be looking to take advantage of these kind of situations. Some people who would just simply like to flee. I wonder what someone in your position would be inclined to do.
He looks at you as you mention the two names, and says, "Oh, interesting. I am familiar with both Errion and Destaria, both members of the Arcanum Consortium, and Errion, son of our very emperor. I was not aware of any conflict between the two, but if there was such, then that would be of significant concern."
Yeah.
And I will, being the kind of benevolent DM that I am, if you wanted to make an insight check, now would be a good time to see what, is what he's saying, is he trying to hide? Is he oh wow, gosh, I didn't know anything about that.
Dirty 20 on the inside check.
Oh, very nice. Let me hang on a second here. Okay. Oh, insight is one of the things that Grumpfel can do well. Let's just hope that the dice is just as nice. Ooh, nice. That's a 15 plus an 8 for a 23.
Okay. Excellent. Both of you see, as Delgrim mentions those two names, and as he starts to sort of say what he said, he seems quite uneasy and uncomfortable. And yeah. And okay, now I can. Oh no, where's Cass gone? Did I miss a message?
Yeah, Gallivahad has ghosted Jolana.
Yeah.
Classic
it's okay.
fuckboy.
Okay.
Tactics.
Wow.
Did you say
Wow.
classic fawn boy?
No, I
Yeah.
said classic fuckboy.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is where I really wish we had someone who did like fan art, because fuckboy Gallivahad would be a real thing.
Fuckboy's never late. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Even if he's a bit blurry when he does.
he wants whenever he's meant to.
He comes.
Oh dear, sweet Jeeves.
And with both Delgrim and Grumpfel picking up that Heirs to War seems caught off guard, somewhat uncomfortable at this, we're gonna go back to the small coffee shop, the Black,
We're going to a break.
where Gallivahad has just asked Jolana out for lovely dinner, whilst B, Princess B, is off to the side perving. So
second fiddle.
we will pick things up again there, with B sitting there, book up, very obvious. Jolana very focused on Gallivahad. And Jolana will say, so, I mean, we can, did you want to, like, I mean, are you busy now? Were you going, did you want to maybe, I mean, we've only just got drinks. Did you want to stay around for a bit, or did you want to, like, just catch up tonight?
Well, I think, did I not suggest tomorrow night for dinner, or it can be tonight?
I thought it was tonight. I thought you said tonight. I could have also got that wrong.
No, it was tomorrow night.
It was tomorrow night. Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah. So she's just, so I mean, like, I mean, like, are you busy? And she will actually say, like, are you busy? I mean, we could just do dinner tonight. I mean, I don't have any plans. I'm not working for the next few nights. My boss, he's out of town. I think it's for at least another week or so. So I'm not needed. I've got some other little odd jobs, but I mean, I can absolutely make myself, like, free tonight if you'd like.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to be pushy or anything like that. I mean, if you've got other things to do, or if you've got this blockchain thing that you need to be working on tonight, I mean, absolutely you can do that. But I'm just saying.
It's all right. I make my money work for me, so I can leave the blockchain for a little bit of time. That's fine. I've got it to a point where it pretty much handles itself. It's automations and stuff. Anyway, that's boring. So you said your employer's away. So does that mean, did you want me to come to your place of work and we could have dinner there, so you're not having to go out or anything like that? I mean, I'm happy to.
So firstly, I want to say that the fact that Gallivahad is now a fuckboy tech bro is, I'm not sure what the next trope is, but he is turning into one of the most disturbing individuals. And Cass, you should be both proud and embarrassed about this character.
Agreed.
I am both sick to my stomach and impressed.
Do the fly hands again.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Disadvantage on all charisma checks.
Yeah. Joanna pulls out a greatsword and stabs you. Though she goes, "Oh no, we couldn't possibly go to Errion, my master's house. He's I'm not allowed to go there when he's not there. There's only a few others who go there to attend to it when he's away. I don't have nearly enough permission. I'm like I said, I'm just a maid. But I mean, we could. There's some inns which have got some nice food, or we could come here or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, whichever suits you, and if tonight is what you desire, then we could certainly do dinner tonight as well. It sounds like you're not really busy while Errion, I mean, your master,
Oh,
is
please don't.
away.
Shh. Wasn't meant to say that. He's quite.
Okay,
He's quite.
well,
I mean, you know
we'll
who he
keep
is.
we'll keep it a secret.
Can I
Between
cast
you and I.
message to Gallivahad?
Yeah.
I'd like to, hiding behind my book and pointing through it and whispering, I would like to message and say, Gallivahad, now's a good time to maybe bring up, like, oh, you work there? I heard of this tragic love story where, like, the two lovers, one of them's imprisoned, the other one's out, and they just want to see each other one last time. That's the end of the message.
Okay. Somehow subtly drop that into conversation. So perhaps we could have dinner tonight, and I mean, if you aren't busy for the rest of the week, I'm sure there's ways I could keep you entertained.
I think
Perhaps.
if B notices Gallivahad like look a little confused, um she'll message again and go, just say that it's gossip or a rumor.
I heard a rumor. Actually, this made me think of something else. And forgive me, I'm going off on a tangent.
She's like, it's okay, it's fine. You know how in Captain America when he first gets transformed and he comes out of like the cylinder and like Peggy Carter like kind of almost involuntarily touches his chest. That's what when you kind of go off tangent, that's kind of what she does. She reaches out and touches. She's like, oh no, it's okay, and touches. She's just, oh God, sorry. Oh,
Before she takes her hand away, I'm going to hold it there. It reminds me of some stories that I've heard around about two star-crossed lovers. One's in prison, and one's out, and just wants to see them one last time. And I keep looking into your eyes and thinking, if I only had one last chance to see you again, I just don't know what I would do.
hold on, I need to roll it.
Look, no need to mention the important factor of one of the imprisoned persons being in their employer's mansion. Don't need to mention that. It's fine.
She like
she'll get it.
And in between that and you still holding her hand, she almost sort of falls off her chair, and she's just like, who are these people that you're talking about? Who's this?
Well, it was a rumor that I heard. Someone in your master's dungeons, in fact.
You can make a persuasion or a deception check here for me, please.
Okay.
B's like holding her stopwatch, her pocket watch ready to go in case he fucks up.
I mean, I could fuck. They might get me out of it. Trouble.
Starting to sound like we're in Verona and we're looking for the Montagues and the Capulets.
Wow.
So it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Real dirty or just regular dirty?
That's pretty filthy.
She looks she looks a little bit shocked when you say that. But she leans in closer. and she kind of looks
Hamish,
around.
as she leans in closer,
Yeah,
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation.
yeah.
Have like the scent of caramel lingering around Gallivahad.
Yeah, okay.
It's a heckin' muddy 20.
Fucking hell. For the bravest, I just yeah, yeah. He's like, oh, you need to be really careful about what you say about Errion. He's really powerful, and she's like, he's really, really scary, and like I've heard noises from under the house. I don't know what it is, and it's just sometimes like I'll be working and I'll hear something, and I mean it's happened the whole time I've worked there. I don't know what goes on. I don't ask. Like he's too powerful. He's too scary. He pays really well, which is the only reason that I stay there. But just please, Cassigan, don't do anything that might put yourself in danger, or say his name out loud, or anything that might get you in trouble. He has people everywhere.
Well, don't worry about my safety. I'm more concerned about you. Do you have to work on in that property by yourself? Who takes care of you? Are you safe when you're working there? I'm just concerned for you.
I'm there's a few of us. There's not many. He keeps the staff very light. But no, I mean I keep my head down, and I do what I need to do.
I mean, if something was to go wrong at the house, if you're working there and you're saying there's these strange noises, if something was to go wrong, who would notice it first?
She looks down at the table.
I'm gonna pick her head up, and she with my finger.
And you can see that she's almost holding back like a little tear, and she's like,
"You're safe with me."
She's like, I don't think anyone would notice if anything happened to me. I don't have any family, and I don't really have any friends. I mean, I talked to Marius a little bit, but I mean, he's kind of scary as well. And Nox is almost as bad as Errion, so I just sort of stay away from everybody else. Gavril's okay, but he's young and he's headstrong, so.
And if I was to show up one night completely unannounced, where would I find you?
What do you mean, like at Errion's mansion?
Are you place of work? Have you never read in the books about your work, and suddenly your love interest arrives with flowers and chocolates and sweet things as a romantic gesture?
Oh, I have read about that sort of things, and then it's like sometimes they give them the flowers and the chocolates, and then like they do other things as well.
Is there a place that we could steal away, perhaps, where we wouldn't be seen?
I mean, it's the servants' quarters are on the second floor, so up in the back left-hand corner of the mansion, and I mean, there's a few like bathing rooms, or there's like a guest study, I suppose, but I mean, I
gonna cast message.
This.
I'm gonna behind the book say, maybe you should suggest like the dungeon or wherever they're keeping Destaria as like a really cool hookup place. You know, dangerous.
Lots of dark corners for doing dark things.
Just like there's not really. I mean, I don't think anyone's been brave enough to do anything like naughty there.
What about some potentially unused spaces? Maybe like the dungeons or somewhere underground where it's dark and moist.
Do the fly hands again. Go on.
Wow.
Yeah, Ham.
dear.
You got anywhere dark and moist for this conversation to go, or
Unused spaces, perhaps.
You might unused space. Okay, so she replies, I don't know what's under his house. Like there's no, like when I'm cleaning, like I've never actually seen like stairs or anything that go under the house. I don't know. Like all I know is that there's noises down there, and I think there's something under there, but I'm too scared to ask.
Would you? And this is all just a fantasy between us. So we've got nothing to lose. But if you were to potentially do something like that and meet in one of those dark spaces that you've never been to before, how would you get there unseen?
Well, I mean, there's not really anywhere in the house like that.
So there's always someone watching you.
Well, no, I mean, like you could, we could sneak upstairs to like maybe one of the guest bedrooms or something like that. But I mean, the whole house is strange. Like, I mean, sometimes it even feels like sometimes it feels like even the paintings are kind of watching. So
I feel like maybe I've read some books recently that have kind of driven my tastes to more underground, dark areas, things to explore that haven't been explored before, and maybe that's something you could be interested. I just don't know what you're reading at the moment.
As a message, you just hear jail cell, jail cell, jail
so
cell.
can you please make a persuasion or deception check, because this conversation's just got a bit weird.
It's taken a left
wow,
turn.
so someone who clearly hasn't read 50 Shades.
Fuck. 17.
50 Shades of
18.
Grumpfel.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, I mean, I've never sort of thought about that sort of stuff, but there's nowhere like that in this house that I've ever seen before.
And you say he's not coming back for another week. And you won't work until he's back. So there's
I mean, maybe there's like other
maybe
places around the city.
Maybe you are the local. You're the one with all of the background knowledge.
I mean, I mean, if you wanted to, I could maybe try and find a dark place that we could, maybe we could meet up.
Sure. We're talking in the manor house.
No, I mean somewhere else.
What do you mean?
Somewhere else in the city.
I think
I
B
don't wanna get
noticing
you
that
into
this is
trouble.
going off track now. B's just gonna slide over and stand between so if they're looking at each other, I'm gonna basically be here.
So they are
Hi.
close.
Oh yeah, I'm
Close.
gonna awkwardly stand on the side of them and be like,
Okay.
hi.
And as you do that, we're gonna go to break.
Good, I get time to plan.
I need time to have a cigarette, even though I don't smoke.
It was the jail comment that fucking threw it. Just took it to somewhere I didn't expect it to go.
Yeah. Gallivahad's just like, look, I just want to fuck in a dungeon, okay? Is it that hard?
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
trying to be
one
subtle.
thing. I have
Yeah.
one thing that I want to do.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
One
hard
thing
to
left on
approach
my
people.
Hi, you don't know me, but do you want to fuck in a dungeon?
That's what B needs to do.
Maybe,
She's the competition.
Maybe Grumpfel or Delgrim should have opened with that line as well. Like, we're terrible wingmen.
I thought
Yeah,
B
maybe
was
you
gonna
guys
go
are
up and
hitting on the
offer,
wrong person. Maybe
Galley a
Istivore
drink.
is the one who's just like, yeah, sure, I'm down with dungeon fucking. Anyway, let's go to break.
I
Thank
need
you
a
very much
cigarette.
for people who are hanging out with us. And oh my god, this has been one of the greatest episodes ever.
Dear.
We will return, I assume. It's going to be just as hot. In the land of Peldorn, where the echoes call, through the ruins deep, through the rise and fall, radiant shadows dreaming of the dawn, that which shines will blind us all. Tiernan crafts with shard and steel, searching for the lost. Blinky flies beside him, a faithful friend at any cost. Miera weaves the storm and flame, magic wild, chaos untamed. Power churning, bright yet dire, she walks the edge of fate and fire. Radiant shadows dancing in the night, guided by the stars, taking up the fight. Through the darkest valleys to the highest peaks, standing by each other as the darkness speaks. Delgrim stalks where the wild things cry, a sharpened blade, a hunter's eye. Stranger to stars in the light of day, he hunts for the means to fell his prey. Grumpfel draws on death's domain, a good life's rest well earned, with Comet Aeon's blessing, sharing the lessons learned. Bee's mind is a map of endless lore, a wizard's gaze at the arcane door. Her blood runs thick with a trauma past, she weave her spell as the clock turns back. Radiant shadows dancing in the night, guided by the stars, taking up the fight. Through the darkest valleys to the highest peaks, standing by each other as the darkness speaks. Blinding gold and shattered crowns, lies that weigh and pull us down. A light too bright, a fate too tall, that which shines will blind us all. Radiant shadows dancing in the night, guided by the stars, taking up the fight. Through the darkest valleys to the highest peaks, together they will stand as the darkness speaks. In the land of Peldorn, their epic tale is spun, a story still unfolding, a battle not yet won. Radiant shadows dancing in the night, guided by the stars, taking up the fight. Radiant shadows, can you hear the call? That which shines will blind us all.
It's good. I was about to say something else, which was
Oh, the lever
Excellent.
crunk.
yeah. Hey, hi, and welcome back. Hey, thank you very much to everyone who's been hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for spending your time with us, because time's the most valuable thing that you've got. So the fact that you're choosing to use it with us is super nice. So thank you, and I hope that you're enjoying tonight's session, of which we're going to pick up back at the graveyard, where Tabor, upon having the names Errion and Destaria mentioned, is now looking somewhat uncomfortable. Delgrim and
Grumpfel.
Grumpfel.
If we're picking up these uncomfortable, Grumpfels going to jump in with judging by your reaction, we've touched upon unbeknownst, we've touched upon a sensitive political thing. Not the intention.
No, not at all. I mean, they're prominent members of society here in the Empire. Hearing conflict between them is something I haven't heard before, but and again, like you now that you've kind of got a bit of a read of him, you can see he's trying to sort of skirt around things and sort of cover up a little bit.
Cover up. Interesting.
Perhaps we misheard the hubbub of conversation around us earlier.
Look, I maybe look, I don't mean to be rude, but I do have a number of these gardens to tend to over the course of the day. So, gentlemen, I may bid you good day at this stage and return to the job that needs to be done.
Enjoy tending to your bush.
He gives a small bow to both of you, and just says, I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here in this city. And then
may your life and duty be long and blessed.
He nods and then sort of looks around, gathers up a few sort of little bits of equipment that he's left sort of lying on the ground, and just starts to head off down the street.
Well, that did not seem to go in our favor at all, but well, maybe he's pure of heart in some way, and he's going to contact Errion and tell him it's a bad idea to kidnap and murder Destaria.
I would actually and Grumpfel sort of just looking around if there's anyone else sort of around. He's actually going to drop into Undercommon, and saying, I would actually hope that he did not say anything to anyone, old boy, because that might also bring about suspicion if he were to suddenly bring up conversation.
You're potentially right, old boy. Should I murder him?
I would say no at this juncture. He hasn't done anything towards us, but I think his absence, even if his master is not at home, may be missed by others, and it might be a trifle bad for us when we try to rescue.
I got the impression that he only services Errion himself. So long as Errion is away, I'm sure it'll be fine. And if not, we will be well prepared for the eventuality. But for now, off we trot.
Okay.
And prepare for tonight's activities with this chief enforcer. Maybe we'll have some more luck there.
Let's take a moment or two and just not dither, but wander slowly back through.
Oh, I have no interest in dithering. Let's go.
More for maintaining the illusion of visitors rather than us seeking him for.
You're more than welcome to continue looking at the tombstones of a completely unfamiliar city, and do as you will. I'll meet you back at
Well,
the
give
place.
me a minute, and I will be back outside.
I'll meet you at our lodgings.
No. Let's accompany back together. But to give me a minute, and I'll be
Then
back.
you better come now, because off I go. And Delgrim fucks off.
Grumpfel will not take a minute, but he will not. It won't go with haste. It'll be a walk, and maybe he's 30 seconds behind Delgrim.
Yep. Cool. And with that, we go back to the black, where Castigan has been forming a strong initial relationship with Jolana. However, at this point in time, B has literally just come into frame. Quite
in.
literally. And so what do you say when you just kind of slide in here?
Oh, I said it. Hey!
What's up?
Jolana,
Hi! I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Jolana gives you a look, and it's almost... It's a mixture of surprise, but also like annoyance. Very much in the what are you doing here? And she says, "Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm just talking to Castigan."
Castigan, is that you? It's been so long. Oh, I hope you're keeping up with your squats.
Jolana looks.
I don't know if you remember me, Layla. Like,
Oh, Layla.
we
yeah,
went
of
to
course,
we went to that thing, like not together, but you're a friend of a friend or something.
Yeah,
Good to
yeah,
see
yeah.
you. You
Yeah,
look
you too.
great.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I never skipped leg day. So, yeah, thanks for noticing.
I
great to
didn't
see you.
notice. Yeah, that's
What
why
are you
I
doing?
asked the question.
What are
I'm
you
so
doing here?
sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt. And B will lower her voice. I couldn't help but hear. Were you guys talking about that rumor about the manor and the forbidden lovers?
Oh, the Stark. Oh, I mean, it's all the rage in my book group. So, we've been talking heaps about it.
Well-
Have you heard about it too?
Well, on the down low. Yeah, I have heard about it, and this person, what's her name? I want to say it's like Desti or something like that. She's under being imprisoned in Errion's manor. Do you guys know that?
I mean, I'd heard rumor,
Right? It's going around the town at the moment.
but my friend here, my beautiful friend here, Jelana, she was saying she hadn't heard a peep about that. So, I
Hi,
wonder.
Jelana.
As
Layla.
you both fucking hell. As you both look at her, she looks terrified. She looks absolutely scared shitless.
Oh no!
As
Don't
you
be
guys-
scared.
No,
Can I put my arm around her?
I mean, yeah, you can, sure, and she sort of slightly kind of melts into
You
a
look
little
like
bit.
you're shaking. You look like you're
You shouldn't
shaking,
be
darling.
You shouldn't be talking about this stuff.
Oh, the only reason I'm talking about it is so the person that Desti is like in love with is one of my best friends. And he would
No.
do anything to see her again before, well, he has a terrible terminal illness, so, it
What?
would be...
Hold on, no. He has a terrible... I didn't think they could get terminal illnesses.
What are you talking about?
And she kind of looks around and she goes, "It's Destaria you're talking about, isn't it?"
Oh, yeah, she doesn't have the illness. My friend does. My friend who's her lover.
You know Burkal?
Wait, is she cheating on my friend?
I don't. Who's your friend?
Who's Burkal?
Yeah, who's Burkal?
Hey.
Wait, have I heard this name before?
Yes. Actually, make a history
You
check.
said yes. You said yes. Don't take
No,
it back.
make a history check. Make a history check.
I mean, Gallivahad's
Can I get
gonna
advantage
be
because
like,
you fucked up?
and,
No.
and Gallivahad's going to be flexing to distract her slightly, so
That's
she's
great.
more feeling
That-
like she's willing to just give her little.
It's okay. It's an 18.
Ooh.
18.
Who's Burkal?
You do recognize that name. Burkal is one of the 3 Afrits who rule the Sephora to the south.
Oh. Okay. Excellent. I don't know him personally. But you know, that's really interesting because my friend has actually been seeing Destaria for like years and years and years.
Really?
Yeah.
What's their name?
Gregory.
I haven't heard of. I mean, to be honest,
They write these beautiful letters to each other. And one time she even called him her whole heart.
That does sound romantic.
I mean, it does. I mean, I only know like some of the rumors. Like I know that there are even like some of the Genasi have been seen around town who work for the Sephora. So I thought, because I'd heard that Destaria was in town,
Wow.
and so I assumed that they were just an envoy to like come and like.
Jelana, you're so
escort her.
smart.
I mean, I'm not really.
You should write a book about this.
Well, I mean, I'm writing a book about something else, but I mean, people just say things around me because no one really kind of notices me. So.
Oh, well, that's
I
their
noticed
loss, I
you
guess.
immediately as I stepped in the room. I noticed you.
And she just sort of melts a little bit more into your manly chest.
Jelana,
That's fucking low, Cass. Fucking hell.
Jelana, I need you to know Gregory is terribly unwell and only has weeks left to live. He would absolutely do anything before he passes to just get one last kiss with her.
Oh, how romantic would that be? Just imagine if we could do something to help.
It would be the perfect finale
star-crossed
to her
lovers.
book.
What? It's just, I could only imagine of a love story so great.
Delana, you could write all
okay.
about it and then you could release the book and you could become famous and rich.
I would like one of you to make either a persuasion or a deception check with advantage, because the other person is essentially helping.
What's your persuasion like? Yeah.
Oh, it's, charisma is my highest stat.
Okay.
This is pretty good.
Okay.
Who's rolling?
You do it with advantage.
I have I have my fucking timepiece in the other hand, just in case.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, hold on. 21.
Okay. You can, both of you can see that Jolana's looking both like there is a litany of emotions coursing through this poor elf. She is excited and anxious and terrified and possibly a little bit horny. but also really terrified. Like every time you sort of mention Errion, you can see, and Gallivahad, you actually feel her tense up when his name is mentioned. And she says, I'd like to be able to help, but there's nothing I can do. I mean, I don't know where Destaria is. I just thought if she's not in town, and she's kept going to Ord, or...
Oh no, she's been imprisoned at that person's place.
But how do you know?
Because she's been writing my friend letters.
But if she's in prison, how does she get letters out?
Well, she must have someone on the inside.
Well, I mean, she's a very powerful wizard, so I suppose maybe she's
probably magic. I don't know much about that.
Yeah, okay. I was saying to Castigan before that I don't know anything about anything under the house.
No, but you would know the house, right?
I've been most places in the house. I mean, I haven't been into Errion's like private study or the chapel or anything like that, because only Nox goes in there.
Well, what if my friend could find a way in themselves and you just kept everyone else inside busy?
Well, I mean, there's nobody else there at the moment.
No, but like just, if we had a secret word or something, or like a signal if something goes wrong, that would be your sign to like break a vase.
Of course, my friend here is talking in hypotheticals. This would be just for your book. How would you do it?
I've gone past hypotheticals now. Let's do this.
I'm not... You want to break into Errion's house when he's not there?
Not us, obviously. My friend Gregory.
Oh. I mean, I'm not going to go to their house when Errion's not there. I mean, it's all locked. I can't get in anyway. It's all the doors are locked and it's all magically protected.
Aren't you sick of being someone that nobody notices? Don't you want to be the first person everyone notices when they walk into, or not the first if you're not into that as a concept, but maybe the second, when you walk into a room and everyone looks at you like they did probably to Castigan? I wouldn't know.
I mean, it sounds nice, but I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not doing anything to help with anything was doing to like. I mean, this Gregory. I mean, I feel sorry for him, but
you will when he dies.
I know, and that sounds terrible, but there's no way to get into the house.
It's not about getting into the house. It's about keeping people busy when people are in.
Sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to say, Layla, because there's nobody in
Let me put it in really simple terms for you, Jelana. My friend Gregory is going to break into the mansion.
Okay, that seems like because he thinks Destaria is in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you have two options. To go and tell someone that Layla has told you that Gregory is going to break into the mansion, and then live forever invisible and upset knowing that this person that just wanted to see the love of their life for one last time before they died is caught and in prison for the last couple of weeks of their life. Or you could just be brave and pretend to clean the place while he's not there. And if you hear any loud noises that are distracting to anyone in the house, make a louder noise. Those are your two options. And then be a hero to Gregory and all people around him. Who are you going to be, Jelana?
She does look like visibly sort of torn by this
I feel so bad.
scenario that you're putting forward.
Cat, stop.
But she goes, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I mean, if
You can, you just won't.
but if Errion catches me, or if Nox or Marius, like any of them, like this, it's not. I won't just get fired.
If anyone caught you, I would tear them limb from limb, and
Look
I
how
would
strong
rescue
he
you.
is.
He is, but I mean, are you can't stop Errion. You don't know how powerful he is. I'm sorry, and
You don't know how
you can
powerful
see. You can see
Gregory is.
You can see.
Gal Gregory is.
And she pauses for a moment as you stumble slightly over Nay.
I didn't mean to do that, Hamish.
And you can see there's tears starting. And she's just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'd love to help Gregory, but she lets out like a big sob and just like grabs the papers in front of her and leaps up from the table.
That's okay, I'll send you a pamphlet for his funeral.
and lets out like an audible like sob as she just runs
What about dinner tonight?
out
What about
of
dinner?
out of the shop.
Well, that went
Wow.
well.
I'm so sorry, Castigan.
Well,
But I needed to figure out if she was going to do the thing or not.
I was getting there in a softer
When?
way.
In 10 years?
Look, it would have started with dinner. Maybe I would have married her, 3 kids, a house, a mortgage, but I was working up to that.
See, this is Faye and their concept of time. It's just like, 3 days, 3 years, 3 centuries. It's all the same, really. So
I was only going to go down the negging path if we were getting desperate, but you really got in there.
Who do you think of our friends we should pick to be Gregory?
So as you trail off,
Tiernan.
I would like to, Hamish, if it's okay, before we leave, you said there's all these exotic coffees, right?
yes, there are.
And I know that that specifically Grumpfel is the coffee guy. I would like to get like takeaway cups of like 3 or 4 different types of coffees to take back to the party.
Okay.
Like a tasting board of coffee.
A tasting board of coffee.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
And I would like them labeled.
Yep.
While the coffee's being sorted out, can I leave a note behind the bar for Jelana? Just say I'll meet you here tonight for dinner. I'll be wearing. You'll see the roses I send.
I'll be wearing. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I'll be wearing
I'm gonna-
nothing but roses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to send some flowers. I don't know where she lives.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just get flowers left with the note.
Okay.
Just have flowers to every house in the city.
There is
Yeah.
a very, very short and chubby tiefling woman who is apparently the owner of this place. Light red skin, very short, upwards pointing horns, very, very tight corset. Whose name is Tess. She absolutely takes the flowers. She kind of gives you guys a bit of a weird look after the scene. And then she gives you 5 coffees, which are the 5 main coffees of this place. So there is the black, which is the signature coffee. This is really kind of bitter, almost syrupy. and it comes in like a tiny, tiny little cup. There is the Underdark, which is a very strong black blend mixed with Clotspit, of which Delgrim is very familiar. It's spiced with nutmeg. There's the Summer's Breath, which is a weaker coffee, 2/3 milk with a little bit of spice, and that's served chilled. There's the Cherished Secret, which I've already told you about. And the last one is the Cinderbite, which is a black coffee sweetened with a little honeycomb and very, very hot spices.
Excellent. How much does that set me back?
All up, it's a gold piece.
Excellent. I will pay them and leave them a silver piece as well as tip.
Amazing.
And then we will be on our way.
Excellent. So, with that, we will move to the evening, where Delgrim and Grumpfel. Now, Tiernan, I'm conscious that you have been quite quiet. Are you participating? Are you going to go with them to the evening's shenanigans, or is there anything that you're wanting to do in amongst all of this?
I was just going to scout the premises.
That's right.
Just largely because all the information we have on the place is second hand.
Mm-hmm.
So Tiernan will just wanted to go get a feel for the neighborhood, confirm in fact where the walls actually line up, whether or not they go all the way around the premises, whether or not they go to the cliff, and potentially see what the guards actually look like, if there are in fact guards on the front door, mainly to get an idea of any potential disguises that need to be created. And yeah, just very general things, just confirming information, things like that.
So you wander up to that part of the city. Again, you see on the way.
I will note that he has put up his disguise self.
You do spot on the way a couple of patrols of guards, just sort of your general sort of town guards that you've seen the last few times that you've been here. Nothing sort of untoward or special. The part of the town that the mansion is in.
Can I take note of what the city guards actually look like?
Mm-hmm. The part of the town, again, is certainly the wealthier areas. Predominantly housing up here, larger mansions and the like. There's a few areas where there's the occasional warehouse. There's one or two taverns in this neck of the woods as well. But the actual mansion, Errion's actual mansion, is probably one of the more simplistic ones there. It is hard to see a lot of it because the wall around it is, at least the bottom floor, is about 10 feet tall, stone wall with a wrought iron gate, which is closed. Looking through the gate, which you'd sort of be able to see just sort of walking slowly past, you can see that it is, in fact, a two-story house. There is the sort of the stable off to the right-hand side. You can see around the back, even though it's on the edge of the cliff, there still does appear to be walls there.
So the walls actually go all the way to the cliff.
Yep. And around, and it appears around the back as well. Like the house is
so it completely closed in.
Pretty much, yeah.
Does there appear to be any sort of gate to the cliff, or is it just completely fenced off?
It's completely fenced off. Like you are you are a significant height up above water level where this is.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go over that cliff. Trying to climb up that cliff would be a significant challenge. Falling off the cliff would probably spell instant death.
How high is the cliff? Roughly?
Oh, we're talking like, I don't know, like over 1,000 feet, easy.
Okay. Any adjacent buildings that would allow an actual view onto his estate?
I mean, you can see most of the estate from like through the gates.
Mm-hmm.
The other buildings on either side. I mean, if you climbed up on top, yep, you'd be able to like view down into it, yeah, without too much.
So I mean, like the other buildings around it are 2 stories or higher.
2 or 3 stories, yeah. Most of the buildings here are at least sort of 2 stories.
Okay. And those premises do have walls as well.
Sorry?
Do the other buildings, are they of the same sort of fortification?
Yes, most of them have got walls around them as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any guards on duty at the premise?
Nope.
No.
As advised by the Miera, there is 0 guards there.
Okay. I guess the only other thing I want to take note of is the city patrols that come through. How regular are they?
You would spending the better part of sort of like a day or like half a day,
Mm-hmm.
kind of keep track of that. You would notice it's comparatively irregular. There's no set kind of pattern or anything like that.
Okay.
Maybe every hour, 45 minutes roughly. Like the guard presence here does not seem to be significant. But it's also, there's not a lot of like general foot traffic as well. What you do see is either people in carriages or people riding their direwolves around. Not a lot of foot traffic. It's not like, your general commoner is making their way through town up in this neck of the woods.
Because direwolves are the main source of animal of burden.
You do not see any horses.
Good to know. Okay. That's literally all I was after.
Cool.
Was this observation in the daytime or the nighttime?
Daytime.
Daytime, okay.
Yeah. I'm just confirming information that we had previously been given, just to be on the safe side.
Okay. So, with that, you guys, Delgrim and Grumpfel, is anybody else going with them to the Bellbreaker's Roast?
Did Tiernan
Is this-
succeed in finding a fortified
Gun.
alcohol?
Yeah,
Oh.
like for a gold piece, you get yourself a nice fortified bottle of wine or something similar. Yep.
Okay.
Is this at nighttime?
No.
Oh, what these 2 guys are doing? Yes, it is.
Okay. I won't be going because I'll go and sit in the black and wait.
I'm
Fine
not
for
going to
walking.
sit by myself in the bar. I am going to go with them.
Okay.
And I will show up with the coffees.
Outstanding.
Tiernan will probably not go and just starts doing a few diagrams of the estate from what he could tell.
Okay. All right, so the 3 of you then head off to the Bellbreaker's Roast, which is in the Old Bones. You find it without too much difficulty. It is it's an old stone building, and out the front, like on the front veranda, there is a large bell, like a church bell.
Actually, sorry,
that's been
Hamish.
fractured.
Scratch that. Tiernan will actually join them, but he'll be sorry. Tiernan will join them.
Okay. It's a 2-storied establishment, and as you get closer in the evening, there's a fairly raucous crowd inside, and as you go through the door, you get hit with that smell of it's a mixture of pipe smoke, sweat, and ale. The place is pretty much standing room only. You can see that there are some tables around, and most of the crowd here seems to be probably sort of lower socioeconomic standing. You see a lot of like workers, dock workers, warehouse workers, and the like, farmers. But the general vibe is really sort of upbeat. There's lots of laughing. There is someone in the corner who's just got a fiddle that's playing like a jaunty little tune. And there's a couple of large chandeliers with with candles on them, sort of bathing this whole place in a nice gentle light. You look around, and there's a fairly decent number of Goliath in here, mixed in with the other sort of general sort of core inhabitants of the city. You see a number of dark elves. There's definitely some Duragar here, humans and the like, but it is a surprisingly large number of Goliath.
Excellent. I think for the first hour or so, Delgrim will probably just do a bit of mingling. Just very casually kind of get to know the patrons of this place, share a few drinks, spend a bunch of Grumpfel's money on purchasing a bunch of drinks, and we'll probably set up some kind of drinking competition at a table when he gets an opportunity to do so.
Yeah, okay.
One of the things, sorry, just to briefly interrupt. One of the things that on the lead up, the two and the mingling, Grumpfel will be keeping an eye out for our priest from earlier. Just like
Balthazar.
I don't think Balthazar.
Not his name.
No. Hang on, looking for my notes.
Rodney.
Estevo.
Estevar.
Just,
Gregory.
like, given how the conversation didn't quite work, I don't think this would be his scene, but it was more if it's in the if Bellbreaker's is in the old bones section on the way up, just sort of making sure that we're not accidentally going to walk past him or anything like that. Just being wary of bumping into him, that sort of thing.
I would also like to keep an eye out for any Genasi or Jelana as well.
Do you think that info would have been shared before we headed out for the night? Like the results? And I think similarly.
Yeah.
Grumpfel
If
and
this
Delgrim
is,
would have,
if there's a gap between the thing, then yeah, absolutely. You guys would be up to speed, and I would be trying to decide which one of you is Gregory.
Yeah. I'm just picturing like Gallivahad though sitting at the black in the corner, his best tunic on unbuttoned with like a single red rose, just sitting there waiting.
Yep.
I also would have kept you guys up to speed that like if we do run into Jolana, my name is Layla.
Amazing. Excellent. Okay, so all right. So Delgrim, you are starting a drinking game.
Mm.
Okay, so there's a few participants who sort of take part in the early part, and you quickly discover that it's not uncommon for there to be drinking games in here, and the drink of choice for this is something called the Ifrit's Kiss, which when you sample it, it's a very, very heavily spiced rum. Think almost like a chili rum sort of thing, where it is very tasty but hot as fuck. What is your intent in these early stages, I guess? Like, I think I know what you're trying to accomplish, but I want to get more of a feel for what the plan is.
Delgrim's aiming to just be seen by more or less everyone here as just one of the lads, someone, just another blue collar worker. From the mines, just getting his drink on. Maybe he's coming a bit of money through a cheeky little gambling addiction or something, and he's just spreading the love around and sharing good times with all. But very specifically looking to kind of draw the attention of and to draw into, I guess, this drinking game, Marius.
Okay, I would like you to please make for me 3 Constitution saving throws. Now, the premise of this is that this is you and it's going to be, there's no timepiece shenanigans with this.
That's
this thing.
okay. That's okay. I was just threatening.
This is to kind of see how toasted you are before we potentially discover anyone.
Okay, great. How would you feel about
Hamish.
applying dwarven resistance to that to give me advantage on those concepts?
Okay, you've already done that. No problems.
So it's advantage against becoming or to no longer be poisoned specifically.
Yeah, look, why not? I'm a generous individual.
I love that about you. I've always said that about you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, first is a 21.
Yeah.
Second, not as good. The second is going to be you know what? I'm going to burn an inspiration on that because I do not want Delgrim to be drunk going into this conversation. The second is going to be 18, a dirty 20. Final one. Do I still have inspiration in case I need it? The final one's going to be a 15.
Okay. You partake in a couple of rounds of drinks, 4 or 5 with various inhabitants of this bar.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling pretty good. You know, this Afrit's Kiss is it's tasty. It's nice. You're probably going to regret it in the morning considering all the spice, but hey, look, it's fun. But yeah, think of it's like a rum version of the Da Bomb.
What will happen though? What happens? What do you mean?
It's gonna have real hot poo-poos.
Yeah. It's gonna have horrific diarrhea. But you're doing quite well. Like you're like, fuck yeah, cool. This is good. Like the alcohol volume in this, it's strong, but I mean, you're from the Gloomrot, man. Like you have drunken stuff, which is probably close to like just pure alcohol, and you can still see most of the time. So
no Vorslide.
Exactly. After probably like an hour and a half, the crowd parts, and you can see heading towards the table another Goliath. This one 7.5 feet tall, closer to 8 feet. Chubby, like you can see he looks fat, but he carries it in the way that you know that a lot of it is probably just slabs of muscle. He's not chiseled like Gallivahad. He's just big.
Mm-hmm.
Clean shaven head, clean shaven face. And his whole head looks like it's basically been carved out of stone. Slightly reddish nose, quite pockmarked features. Wearing quite simple clothes, but you can hear the clomp of these big, thick, heavy boots. As he walks over, just pulls one of the chairs out from the table across from you, spins it around, sits down, and just offers you one massive hand and goes, Marius.
Delgrim.
He slaps 5 gold pieces on the table. And he goes, drink you under the table.
We're going to go the old school, simple drinking under the table game. Okay, very good.
Simple. I've watched you. You're not bad. I can take you. I'm the best around here. And you hear voices like around him going, fuck, Marius is having a crack. Holy shit.
Okay, cool. All right, very good. You definitely look as though if anyone here could, it would be you. So it will be an enjoyable evening no matter what.
That's what you say now. It's going to be fun.
Perhaps I don't know about this fiery rum business. Maybe you'll have a little man's drink to go with your bonfire.
I completely missed what you said before the bum fight.
Yeah, good. Maybe you'll have a man's drink to go instead of your little rum. And he'll pull out a flask of the Vorslide that he acquired back in, I cannot remember the name of the place, I guess.
Probably Narissel, maybe. But
yeah,
okay.
Narissel,
Yeah.
and he'll pour from this flask a couple of rounds of the Vorslide to start with, which is used to clean mining machinery and for folk who are on their deathbeds to say their last goodbye.
Outstanding. Let me just bring up something.
As in a last drink, or it finishes them off? Just curious.
Look, no one can be
All
sure.
He takes it and he looks down and he goes, "Ha! Nice. Excellent. Haven't had this in a while. Tastes like shit."
But it does very nice things to your insides.
He holds up the glass.
Glass is held up.
Here's to not falling unconscious.
Toodle pip, he says in undercommon, takes the glass and downs it.
Okay. So
Yes.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I give Promethean one of my inspiration points? Because that was
Keep it to yourself. I rolled in that 20.
Okay. I think it's time to
Watch every other roll go fucking south from here.
Ooh, okay. You just describe how this first drink goes down for Delgrim.
It is like being home. It is god awful. It is the worst thing that you can ever pour down your gullet. But for Delgrim specifically, it is every bad decision he made as a young adult coming into his own in Narvalorge. It is every ridiculous decision that he and his friends ever made, staying out until ridiculous hours and getting up to all sorts of mischief. For
Just
him,
like Mum would make.
exactly. For him, well, technically, just like spiders would lactate. It tastes like home.
Outstanding. You down there, and you watch as Marius also shoots his drink. And you can see him visibly kind of like wince. He tries not to. He's like, "Ah, worse than I remember." Again?
Always again. There's always room for one more again.
All right, so again, Constitution saving throw.
15.
15. This time, it's touch and go. You're feeling the effects of the previous drinks a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're not sure. You can already feel it getting to you a little bit. And the way that we're going to resolve this is that effectively for the next half an hour, you two just go toe to toe. Now, the question is, I'm assuming you are not wanting him to pass out.
No, the point of this is just to loosen him up a little bit more than he might otherwise be.
Okay.
Have a bit of a conversation.
So, moving forward, we are now going to do contested Constitution rolls.
Okay.
And it is the first to 3 fails. So, if you fail 3 times, Delgrim passes out.
Good.
If I fail 3 times, then Marius gets to the point where he's liquored up enough that he's in that state that you're gunning for.
Okay.
So this is contested. So it is, we both roll like it's
Yeah.
a saving throw, so you're adding all those bonuses.
It's just-
Whoever is the highest.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so first roll. Here we go.
Whoa.
And there at this stage, there is quite an audience around.
Okay.
All right.
Marvelous. That's a 7.
Oh, dude. Okay, so 16 for Marius. So the next sort of couple of drinks, you are like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't have preloaded as much with that spiced rum. He's looking intoxicated. The nose is getting redder, but he seems to be coping a bit better. So currently, it's you're down 1. So next roll.
This is fine because if I go down, then he's still pissed. So the rest of the gang can do something with that. That's a 21.
21. Okay. He got a 16. So it is 1 each
One
now.
full one. Let's go.
So he's just like locked eyes with you. Next roll. Oh,
16.
16.
Ooh.
It's a draw. So roll again.
Okay. 18, 19, 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. 23.
Whoa. Fucking Goliaths.
He is just, you can see he's getting into the flow of this, and he's giving you this grin, like he's red and flushed. This stage, there's the rest of you guys who are there can see there's a very slight sort of lean on him as he's drinking.
Good.
And the crowd, like there's money changing hands in this crowd. It is all over the place. Right, next roll.
Shit, sorry. It's an 8.
It's an 8. I got a 9.
Oh!
So that's 3 for Delgrim, isn't it? So
Yeah.
So just describe to me how this ends for Delgrim.
If I may,
Yeah?
could Grumpfel make it look like he's dropped his drink, gets down on all fours to do it, and casts Lesser Restoration and taps Delgrim on the ankle to relieve the poisoned condition?
Make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
I will do my best. Okay, sleight of hand. Well, it's not too bad. With advantage, you say. I'll grab that one to go with it. I will use an inspiration point to re-roll if I may. How can you roll 3 on 2d20s? Like 2 lots of 3. Does that allow me to re-roll 1 or both? Oh, much better. 19 plus 3 is 22.
Okay. That last drink, Delgrim, you're like, oh god. And like Grumpfel, you see Delgrim
The room starts to spin.
starting to come, like he's listing way more. And Marius isn't much better. And so you kind of, oh no, I've dropped something down. And then Delgrim, you feel something touch your ankle and like, boom, it's like someone's dumped cold water on you. You instantly feel sober.
Post clot spit clarity.
Plot spit clarity.
Mhm.
100%. So you are now back to 0.
Okay.
How are you going to present to Marius in this respect? So you have gone from super fucking blind drunk
Yeah.
to now feeling 100% sober. Are you going to act completely sober? Are you going to continue sort of trying to act inebriated?
I think.
Because he's watching you very closely.
Grumpfel's done this to Delgrim once before. Used that
true.
it was in game time. It was a couple of months ago. So whether he realizes or not, I don't know.
I think Delgrim will initially kind of reel from the shock of being completely back in focus, and then we'll reach what presumably they're not going to have any more of his stuff left. I think they would have gone through it already, so he'll be reaching for the rum. And he'll kind of sing a few tunes from some old Dwergar dirges. Down an entirely new can, absolutely smash it on the table, hands down, stare back into this dude's eyes. And now the real fun begins.
He's like, we're the opponent at last. Okay, where's the next drink? And like, there's more bottles of like this rum. Like, there's about 3 bottles of this rum, as people are just like, fuck yeah. So, next roll. He is still on one fail. So, next roll.
Dirty 20.
17. You've got your legs under you. You're like, pff. It's like that second wind for marathon runners. Not that I know what that's like.
That's what I was hoping to go for.
This is second win for alcoholics.
Yeah. It's when that last brain cell dies.
Yeah.
All right. Next roll.
17.
17. Roll again.
14.
14.
You
guys-
going drink for
You're
drink.
going drink for drink. Like, the entire place is around you guys. And there is this cheering. Like, half... The bar is pretty much split in half. Half of them are cheering for Marius. The other half is cheering for... Someone said Delgrim at some stage. Half of them are cheering for Delgrim. Some of them are cheering for Relgrim. Like, it's a bit weird. No one's entirely sure what your name is, but the whole place is on board with this. Roll.
Excellent. Rolling. 19.
19. 25.
Oof. Wait, that makes this the decider.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh no.
Dirty 20.
It's bounced behind my monitor. Hold on.
It's a 3. No, just kidding.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
So he gets +7.
Oh no.
I rolled a 12.
Excellent. Good.
So you watch him as you both do this last drink, and he's like, "You're really, really good."
And Delgrim will actually stop him from falling and actually injuring himself. Grab under his shoulder, kind of raise his arm in triumph, I guess.
The crowd goes, like, goes absolutely bonkers. Someone hands you a pouch, and it jingles. And as you kind of look inside, there's 13 gold pieces.
Love that.
As someone somewhere in this place has been betting money and has given it to you for your win. As you cradle Marius, and he kind of looks up at you and he's just like, "Boy, that was that was." And I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
I'm going to make you at disadvantage because you are so truly shit-faced.
Rude, because that was an 18 on the die. That's mean. That's a 2. Making that a 7.
Amazing. You try to push Marius away at the last moment as just a stream of whatever this Goliath had for dinner all over your lap.
Excellent. Brilliant.
And then and he wipes like the the dribble off, and then he looks up to you and he just slaps you on the side of the face in that almost camaraderie fashion, leaving like chunks, and he goes, "Ha! You're a good dwarf."
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on Delgrim
Thank you so
because
much.
B feels gross about that.
I was considering using Shield of Faith, but it adds to armor class, not to reflex.
Yeah,
It's good. I think once this is done, I think Delgrim's kind of plan, such as it is, will be to kind of like help this incredibly drunken, cool Goliath new best bud into like a booth somewhere where there's a bit of room, bit of space, bit of quiet. He'll kind of beckon over his friends to come and hang out as well if they're willing to. And just sit this dude down and we'll have we'll chat the hours away.
There's like a little sort of like a corner booth which you guys kind of get preferential treatment. Like literally people come and help you with Marius to kind of get you guys into the booth. One of the waiters, a little gnome, comes over with this little like bread basket. And just like sticks it on the table, and he goes, "These are Marius's favorite rolls. This will soak up some of the alcohol."
I love bread so much. I could eat so much bread.
Freshly cooked, still a little bit warm, quite dense. And he just sort of sits back, and the rest of you guys who are there kind of come in, and you have a certain degree of privacy in the corner. There's a few people come over and like give you like a big, handshake and a slap on the back, or like almost like a half cuff around the side of the head and congratulations. But after sort of 5-10 minutes, it quietens down. The general hubbub of the place continues away from where you guys are, as Marius just kind of has himself propped up in the corner, sort of half eating one of these bread rolls as he looks at you guys.
Yeah, good. I hear you have very important job, making use of your big size and muscles and your obvious, impressive internal fortitude.
It's like, well, I do say so myself. I do a pretty good job of using my strength where it's needed for the right people. I also make a pretty outstanding curry too.
You have muscles and crafts. This is incredible.
You should look. One day you should come to my house, not my boss's house. That's not right. But you'll come round to my house. Feel like after that drinking, have a good curry together. Spiced goat, perfect. Nice, sort of like creamy sauce. Amazing.
I am not long for this place. I believe we must leave fairly soon. There seems to be some kind of tension in the air. I've noticed it even among the people here with their celebrating. It feels like something happening underneath the facade of the city,
Yeah?
I feel like there's danger in the air. I can taste it.
What can you taste? I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I can taste the danger in the air.
He looks down at the bread roll for a minute. What do you say? What have you heard?
Did anyone join Delgrim with this guy at the table?
Tiernan did.
B and Tiernan.
Tiernan's scrutinizing him.
Grumpfel's floating nearby, but not sitting at the table.
Floating?
Well, not floating, like hovering in the. Not
Grumpfel's levitating.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Grumpfel and Dua Lipa, absolutely. No, he's near to the table, but not sitting at the table.
I only hear simple things. My friend here knows some people who are worried about a friend of theirs who's gone missing, apparently taken and secreted away in some kind of secret private prison. It would be a very interesting situation to be involved in, but I have to look after my friends. I cannot get involved in these things. I cannot put them in any danger, you know? Do you have friends who you wish to keep out of danger?
Yeah, I've got a few friends. Absolutely.
Tell me about your friends.
I mean, there's Roscoe. I mean, he was back there before. He was one of the others who you drank under the bed before I got involved. He's good. He's not very smart. There's Stella. She's Stella. Get it? Stella's her name. She's one of the...
Yeah.
I mean, I have a few friends. I have a lot of friends. I do a lot of work for Errion, so that keeps me pretty busy. I'm normally cooking when
Where do you work?
I work with... I end up half the time of working in kitchens for Errion.
Wait, that
Other times I'll just... He pays well. Don't really have to work much when he's not here.
Oh, you work for Errion. I heard his estate is really dangerous. You're pretty brave to work there.
That's dangerous. That's not dangerous. It's fine. It's just a big fucking house.
Oh, I thought there was weird noises coming out at night on the yards. The neighbors were complaining about it.
Oh, fuck if I know. There's no weird noises that I know of.
Well,
I
do you
heard he
work
was
there
a
at night?
dick.
I don't talk all at once. It's too much. What do you say?
Do you work at night at all?
Yeah, because when Aaron's there, I've got to cook him dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, all I heard was that it was dangerous to be around there at night. You're a very brave Goliath.
Sure, I don't know who you're talking to. I mean, to be fair, I'm thinking I'm strong, and that's one of the reasons Errion has me around as well, because I deal with problems, stuff.
What kind of problems you deal with?
You know, where people get, like, lippy, or if he wants people to just be kind of like, you know, maybe just disappeared, stuff like that. I mean, he doesn't really do that much because, you know, he's the Emperor and all that in town guard.
It would be hard to make someone disappear with such a high profile. How would you make someone disappear like that?
It's just his Errion. He's super, like clever and magic and stuff, or I just go bust some heads. I mean, ultimately, who's going to fuck with him? He's one of the counts of the consortium.
Well, where do you put them when you bust their heads?
Oh, man, you bust someone's head, you put them in the ground.
What about the ones that survive?
Why does it survive? I mean, look, sometimes you stick him in jail, or you drag him down the you put him in the jail, or...
In the
yeah, look, I mean...
Like the dungeon?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I roll inside on that, please?
Wait,
Do you really need to?
You need to roll on inside of that one.
wait,
Yeah, come on.
Marius, does your boss have secret crazy sex dungeon? Is that what you're saying?
Sex dungeon? I don't know. He doesn't hire me for that. Hires me for, like, just, like, being big and strong and cooking good curries. So, I mean, if I've got to, like, manhandle or drag someone around, then that's what I do. The sex stuff, it's not, like, that's more like when me and Stella, because she's...
Because she's Stella, yes.
Yeah, safe words, pineapple, it's great. Anyway.
Do you only cook for Errion, or you cook for everyone?
No, I didn't need to cook for everyone, because Errion pays me really well. It's great. Because he pays me to cook, and he pays me to break heads. And
Would you cook for
me-
us if we came over?
He doesn't invite strangers. Do you know Errion?
No.
I don't know you. Who are these other people, Delgrim?
Oh, these are my friends. These are my good friends. This one here has heard that Errion is a dick. Is Errion a dick?
I don't think he's dick. He's just someone who knows what he wants. And
I'll buy
he's-
him another drink.
So, well, and look, there's just a stream of drinks coming, like, anyway. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well,
What is it that they want, you think? You say they know they want what they want. It must be nice to know that. Like, you want to bash heads and cook good curries, and I'm sure you do that very well. What does Errion want?
Oh, me, I think he wants to get rid of that bitch, Destaria, because she's always on his case about stuff. I think there's probably other stuff he wants to, but don't ask. It's not my job. I'm not there to know. I'm there.
Where is Destaria now?
Oh,
well, how do you hypothetically? How would you get into a dungeon? Like, how do they make entrances to those places these days?
dungeons. I mean, they only stick doors on them, don't they? I mean, that's how you get into most places. Well,
What door on the side of a kitchen, on the outside?
I don't know, it depends on where they put it in a dungeon.
Well, you know, Errion sounds like a pretty prestigious guy. Where did he put his?
I'm not telling you that. That's not private.
Okay. Just curious.
It's very rude, friend Ritnen, for you to ask
Did
these
you say
kinds of
Richnen?
Uh-huh. To ask those kinds of questions. This is my new friend.
Yeah, Delgrim's my new friend. And
Don't
we're-
put him in compromising position talking about
You'll
these
have to
things.
forgive Rittenen. He's just interested in dungeon construction because he's thinking of getting in the business of it.
Is all he
Yeah,
talks
I'm
about is
I'm
fascinated by architecture.
That's great. I'm not the person to talk to because I don't care about architecture.
Do you know who would be a good person to talk to? I was talking to a different friend of ours just the other day how important it is to talk to architects of buildings when you want to know how the buildings work.
No, it's just I'm a chef.
Yeah, but chef is like architecture of taste in your
I
mouth.
can
and
tell
face.
you how to make a curry that will make you think like you've just had the best sex of your life. Because the curry's so
Alternatively,
good.
could you tell me, like what you're the guy that bashes skulls and stuff, which
Yeah.
you look very capable.
I am.
Yeah.
I could bash his skull, and he points at Tiernan.
Well, I
take
would
contracts?
like you not to do that. But I have a question. What's the plan with Destaria then? Like, if Errion is sick of her being around, is he gonna get you to bash her skull in, or is he just keeping her there?
I mean, he's just keeping her there for the moment.
Is he just
Oh.
like chatting to her and trying to find something out, or?
Always didn't say that. No, I'm allowed to.
It's funny, Marius. I think you did say that.
No, I
It'd be
didn't.
really bad if Errion found out.
Oh, no. And you actually see him almost start to sort of vaguely sober up. He's just like, look, I think I probably should have.
I think Delgrim's gonna hop up a bit, lean down to B's ear real quick. B, your little clock thing, it spin the back of time, yes?
Kind of.
Okay, does it work for one particular person or in like a space? How does that work?
Someone has to do a specific action for me to be able to do it.
Okay. Would you think in action, this question may or may not be directed perhaps at anyone else who might be listening, who might govern such things. Do you think in action, like understanding? No, don't even worry about it. They're fine. This is going to be absolutely fine. Delgrim is going to cast Zone of Truth. in such a way that it's going to catch our friend Marius here. And he's going to make it's a DC 13 charisma save. But I feel like you should probably make that a disadvantage.
Well, I make the rules, so what you think is irrelevant, my friend.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. But I was going to make him roll at disadvantage because he is truly fucked. What's the DC?
13.
13. I feel really bad about this. You
Try again, motherfucker.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I desperately want to know what casting this spell would look like in the inn.
Yeah. This is gonna cause some stuff. So just for reference, I rolled a 16 and a dirty 20, and I was giving him a -2 penalty. So
yuck.
But as you see the magic, as you watch Delgrim sort of very subtly weave this magic that he does, B, you can see that it's not taking effect on Marius. So you using your watch, pause time to, for the briefest of moments, wind backwards, and you see as the magic takes hold. And Marius, what's the radius on this thing, buddy?
It'll get us as well, I feel like.
Chill out. He's fallen into like against the wall of this booth, surely, right?
What's the radius on it?
It's a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of my choice, within range.
Yeah.
Which specifically, I don't have to be able to see. So the bulk of this sphere is going to be outside the building or past the point of the wall that he's leaning up against.
Okay, so you are trying to minimize.
Catch him in the edge.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're going to edge Marius. All right, cool.
Minimize the splash.
I've been edging Marius this entire time. Yes,
you have been. Okay,
and then immediately, we'll kind of come up to him just on the edge of this effect, and kind of up in his grill a little bit. Marius, tell me, if someone wanted to try and rescue Destaria from Errion's home, how would they do that?
I'm going to hit record on my magical tinkering device to capture Marius's answer.
he looks at you, and how does the spell work?
So you can evade the truth. You can be evasive in your answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. You're aware of the spell, but you're also completely trashed.
You can't lie.
Would the condition then compel him to
No,
say?
it does not compel.
It doesn't compel
No,
him to
not
tell
this,
the
not
truth.
this, not the spell. The condition from drinking.
No, condition from drinking wouldn't compel anyone to tell the truth.
Look, inhibitions are down, but
No, to speak.
Yeah, to speak. So you watch as he starts to answer the question, and you can see, like, it basically has the mouth starts to work, as you can visibly tell that what he is about to try and say was definitively going to be a lie. And then a look of confusion kind of crosses his face. And he goes, what have you done? What have you done to me? What? I'm not going to tell you anything about that. Who the fuck are you? Who's Delgrim? What?
we're a part of auditing team. We're making sure that you're doing your job. You simply need to know.
Make a deception check. Auditing team.
Yeah, that's what I went with. I
It's a-
don't know why.
It's
That's
a bold.
That's completely something that an asshole boss would do.
right.
Yeah.
12, 13?
No, try again.
Okay. What if it's worse?
Well, then I guess we're fucked.
Whoa, maybe roll on the thing. 12, 13.
Good.
He kind of glares at you and then starts to push himself up from the table, and he's just like, I think I'm done with this conversation. I'm not telling you anything about Destaria and she's being kept to the dungeon of the house or anything like that.
I'm gonna pull a dagger and I'm gonna hold it at him under the table and just say, I don't think you're gonna go anywhere. I think you're gonna tell us what we need to know.
Make an intimidation check, and I'm going to ask you to make it with disadvantage.
I will cancel that disadvantage by also drawing a weapon and putting it at his armpit.
Okay, in this stage, I actually want you guys to roll for initiative.
Oh no!
No.
In which case, if this looks like it's going south, Delgrim will absolutely, the intention of his question, turn to B and tell her to wind time back to the point before he even had to make the save. Was the intention of the thing.
Does not work that way. I need you guys, as you both pull weapons, you just watch as he's just like, "Fuck," and just starts to wind up with a big meaty.
I don't even get my intimidation roll first.
Not because Pro pulled a weapon, Delgrim pulled a weapon at the same time. So both of those weapons.
Assist with the intimidation.
This is a drunk, violent.
Yeah,
Are we all rolling initiative?
I
in
don't
that
think he
case?
was violent. I think he was quite subdued.
Bar fight
So-
it is. Let's go.
So anyone who is getting involved in the fight, you can roll for initiative. If you're not going to get involved with the fight, you can just sit back. It is entirely up to you.
Gallivahad's still waiting at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
We've
The
done real
rose-
good.
The
He
rose
stood
has
up.
wilted a little bit.
We've
Let's
done real
have
good.
something else.
I think I'm at the table, so I'm kind of in the fight, aren't I? Whether I want to be or not.
Well, no, it's entirely up to you. Like, he seems very focused on actually he'd be very focused on Delgrim. Like, it'd be very obvious for that B, because Delgrim's probably the most obvious with having pulled a weapon.
Well, then I won't roll initiative then.
To be clear, when I say pull the weapon and under the armpit, it is intended to be like, again, attempting to originally add advantage to the intimidation. It
Yeah.
was between their bodies and like stuck up secretly into his armpits, maybe.
I rolled a 19.
Nice, so did I.
All right, so you guys get to go first as he just stands up and just lets out like this bellow. What do you guys want to do?
Look at each other to start with and go, fuck.
Openly murder.
I would like to cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
You should have led with that earlier.
He will need to make a wisdom save. Feel free to give him disadvantage for being drunk. Because it's like the poison condition, right?
No. Okay, so because you're fighting him, he gets to roll with advantage.
Why?
Sorry?
It was,
Why?
It was right
Because-
up top.
Because that's literally what the
Right
spell
at the beginning.
says. So that is an 18. So,
Try again.
sure.
TikTok, motherfucker.
Good
That
reference.
is a 17.
Oof.
Still pass.
He is like, you just see this dude is just full of white, hot, booze-fueled rage at this stage. Bonus actions, anything else?
Yeah, he's standing like 5 feet from me, right?
Yep.
gonna point my finger like this at his chest
Yeah.
and poke him really hard and cast finger guns, which is a cantrip.
Is it a bonus action?
It is a bonus action, and it is a
Okay.
cantrip.
Cool.
Do I get advantage because he's drunk?
No.
That's really rude, but it's a dirty 20.
That's absolutely a hit.
Excellent. As these bursts of energy just like hit him in the chest, it'll be 9 points of damage.
9. Okay. He lets out a bellow of pain as he spins to look at you, and now it is Delgrim, your turn.
Delgrim kind of climbs up on this dude then, and will cast Calm Emotions. Wait, I don't need to do anything. You need to roll a charisma save again.
Okay, let's have a look at Calm Emotions. What's the save?
The C is 13.
Okay. Right. Oh fuck, I moved away from the wrong fucking thingy. Okay, and it's a charisma saving throw. Well, balls. That's 12.
Marvelous.
So, what is, again, describe to me your calm emotions.
So in this particular case, Delgrim is scrambling to control the situation. It's very, not anti-Delgrim, but it's kind of dissimilar to his behavior in the past where, look, a younger, less wise Delgrim would have smashed a bar stool, thrown it into the pack of people, tried to start a full-on room-wide bar fight to try and hide the fact that they were going to kill this guy accidentally. He's not done that. He's climbed up on top of this guy, planted a hand on his head, and put his own forehead against it. And he's just pressed his will into this guy's mind, which then kind of whooshes out in a 20-feet radius. And in this particular case, Marius, rather than being filled with rage, as previously mentioned, immediately becomes absolutely indifferent to those of us at the table that he's sitting with.
Okay. It's really weird because you cast Zone of Truth, and Grumpfel, who you've been sitting quietly here, you hear someone, you overheard someone behind you get into like a fight because Zone of Truth had basically, they'd gone to say something and instead they were like, oh no, whoops, I've told you, no, I was sleeping with your sister. And that had broken out, and then the calm emotions whooshes out across pretty much most of this place because it's got a 60-foot fucking 20-foot sphere.
20-foot, yeah.
So it catches people again by that, and it's this weird kind of balance of emotions going on in this place. And you do feel Marius's, like, his arms drop to his side as he does become indifferent for the next minute. And we're going to find out how you guys are going to then ride this out next time. Because we have got to the end of our time. And we'll see whether or not you're going to end up killing this dude or how you're going to squiggle your way out.
It'll be fine.
It'll
It's
be
not
fine.
us killing him. It's you because you didn't let us do intimidation.
We're fine. We're all fine. How are you? Boring
Yeah.
conversation anyway.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's been. Oh, actually, hold on. I do want to. I'm one last thing.
Gallivahad.
Oh no.
The place is empty. And you see Tess the tiefling who owns the place has been going around wiping up the tables, cleaning, putting chairs on top of them, the usual kind of sides of closing. She walks up to you, and then there's this little tinkle of a bell at the door. And you turn around, and it's another tiefling. It's a male, and Tess runs up to him. Hubby! Gives him a big hug. As you watch this loving couple. It's no Jelana. She
Right.
never turns up.
It's all right. Gallivahad gets up and walks towards the tiefling couple.
Mm-hmm. How about it?
You got room for one more?
Fade to black.
But you're in the black.
Well, exactly. Oh my god. Yeah. Wow. Hey, favorite moments. Let's do it quick.
Oh, easily cock block B.
Hey, I wasn't cock blocking. I was just trying to get the information we actually came for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed Gallavad's immediacy of Thirsthoods. I thought it was a great little interaction between Gallivahad and Johanna.
Shout out to Cass for very bravely role playing something which can always be truly so fucking awkward.
True.
And also making the worst ever fucking fuckboy tech bro character on the face.
Right? With the fucking blockchain? What the fuck?
It will revolutionize the
Yeah.
world.
I was waiting for Gally to go, hey, wanna see my NFT?
Oh god.
Yucky.
I
But no,
give
you did-
myself the ick.
Yeah. But no, it's I think everyone did a cool job. There has been lots of little bits of information. There was also some extra stuff you guys got for some other things, which was unexpected. But yeah.
If only things had gone better at the end there.
I enjoyed Ham, your rendition of a drunk Goliath with the shaking and the wobbling and everything. I thought that was spot on.
Outstanding. Also shout out to Master Wayne in the chat if he's still lurking. He's actually a guy I know from work. So
An actual tech bro.
yeah, an actual tech bro. So yeah, I'm not gonna live this one down.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I
Look,
also
you're still
enjoyed.
here. Oh fuck.
I also enjoyed Gallavad's fuckboy era. Yep, makes me very happy.
The whole drinking competition
You.
had
Thank you.
smacked of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Look, there was the briefest of moments where I considered just punching the dude in the face halfway through the drinking competition and just trying to knock him out. I was like, that's not going to achieve anything. That's a really dumb idea, but it was very Delgrim to try.
I really didn't think Delgrim was going to have so many failed rolls so quickly.
Oh, it was pretty close.
Yeah, look, I reckon if you had punched him in the face, that would have been hilarious. That might have actually scored you some brownie points. Amazing. All right. Anything else from anybody? Cool. All right. Hey, those of you who are lurking on the internet and watching us, thank you, and we're sorry. But we appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We're going to go right out to Winter's Tale, who I think AJ's been doing like writing stuff recently. So yeah. AJ is super cool. Go and hang out with her while she does a whole bunch of writing stuff. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time Hey, maybe we'll actually like get to breaking into this house. Who knows?
Maybe.
Or
Maybe.
burning it down.
We've still got a night to go, haven't we, before that even starts?
No, fuck that. Fast forward. Let's go.
Yeah. Is there anyone else you really need to talk to? I don't think so. Just go.
Oh,
just
I
do
thought
it.
you
Just
guys
go.
would want to chase up old Burka.
What
Yeah.
was it? Boar Clan. What
Boa
his
Cow.
name was.
I
Oh,
will- I
that's
will-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
Hey,
Christ. All
calm
right.
down. Mummy's trying to raid.
Yeah. Mummy's trying to raid. Is that like Mummy's trying to drink? Anyway, we're going to go now.
Trying to
We'll see.
rage.
We'll see you in a fortnight.